world in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex. Quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs. Relativity theories, worlds getting small. Grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep. Grafing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold. Brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Let's get this started on Discord. A second. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, there we go. Sick. Oh, all right. Yeah, today is Sunday. Nice. It's actually a 3-day weekend. I just realized this. I mean, I think technically tomorrow's Columbus Day, or like National Indigenous Peoples whatever Day. I mean, they keep like renaming these holidays all the time. So yeah, maybe some of you guys don't have school tomorrow, which is actually, I mean, that's dope, right?
That's dope.
I don't think it's a holiday for UCLA though. I know because I still have some students I tutor privately, and I think they actually do still have school tomorrow. Let me fix this. There we go. Oh, now this is a problem too. What? Okay. Oh, there we go. Almost. Right here. Okay. There we go. No. Is gold worth more or less than last week? Gold actually shot up a lot recently. Oh, what's up? Let's get Romero up here. Yo, Romero, what's cracking, dude? What's crack-a-lacking? Oh, you're muted. One sec, let me unmute you. There you go. What's up, Romero?
I'm muted.
I don't know why you're
Yo,
muted.
what's good?
What's good, dude? How's the weekend, bro? How's Houston?
Hey, chilling, you know, like a motherfucking villain.
Chilling like a motherfucker.
That's dope.
Oh, I know.
On some real shit.
Real shit?
What are you doing? I just see you fidgeting around.
I'm mad my green screen has like shadows on it, dude. What the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah, I see that. It's so weird.
One sec, I'm fixing this because I refuse to have the shadows. No, now that's like way open, dude. Now you can like see the void.
Don't fall into the void.
Yeah, don't do it.
Hey, you stare into the void long enough.
The void stares back at you. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You stare long enough at
Thank you.
the void stares back at you. That's how I'm fixing this.
I blanked out for a sec.
Okay, there we go. I think I have this fixed. So many things. So many things to take care of as a streamer. Anyways, yeah. What's up? You at work today, Ramiro? What's up? Sunday, yeah?
Yo,
Yeah.
you know it.
Grinding
Every day.
stacking paper, dude.
Yo,
Is your brother
Yo,
going back
you
to
know
school
it.
yet? Has Grim gone back to school?
no.
Is he still getting like?
he keeps saying he will. He keeps saying he will.
And then what happens? Tell me, dude.
Well, he ends up being himself, I guess.
You got to
But
step in
let's
and be the
see.
big brother and stop him from being himself, though.
That's crazy. You know how Ian is, bro. Come on.
Well, he always gets like trapped up with some girls or something, dude. He's always getting like
Yes, bro. It's old. It's still same.
he gets
bro, right now.
distracted by the pussy, dude. He's got to stop.
Always.
Oh, the price of gold is up, dude. Oh, I guess it was really high.
Oh, yo.
And it dropped a little bit.
Eh,
And that's still up.
Oh shit.
Look at this, dude. Gold last year was $2,000 an ounce.
Damn gold. Come on. Let
Now
me
it's
pimp you
fucking
out.
4,000, dude. Wow, I should have invested in gold. Should have invested in myself. This shit has doubled.
I'm
Damn.
saying.
Wow.
I'm finna
dude.
have to start pimping you out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. The hilarious thing is, like, even though I am like Dr. Gold and I have so much gold, like gold clothing, I don't really own that much actual gold. It's kind of off-brand.
That'd be badass though.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yo, with your gold chains, gold watches, and all that
Yeah.
shit.
That's what I should be investing in, dude. Apparently, dude, like the price of gold's like skyrocketing. I always knew it was the best, but apparently I really should have started investing in it. Oh my god. Nice.
Hey, it's those realizations that get you up.
It does. Yeah. Yeah. I needed to buy yesterday, dude. That's what I need to do. Oh, we got rain. I was looking at the weather for you, Ramiro, in like Houston. It's still pretty hot, dude. What? It's like 80s? 84,
Yeah, but
85.
at night, bro.
Ew.
At night and mornings, bro, it be getting cold as fuck. It be
69
50s.
degrees?
Yeah.
This says 69,
Yeah,
dude. What?
bro.
Nice.
Nice.
It was 50 this morning, bro. I was freezing my ass off.
Damn.
Don't play with me. I know it was 50 if my bones were creaking.
Oh man, dude, LA is finally getting rain on Tuesday. We never get rain. It never rains in Southern California. I think
know,
it's a Frank
bro.
Sinatra song too, honestly.
This boy.
Dude, Ramiro, when are you gonna come out to Los Angeles, dude? That's the question, man. When are you gonna come out?
Bro, I gotta go, bro. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
We got the most gas weed. You know about that, right? I mean, I don't really smoke much, but I know you do.
I'm saying, bro, like that was my uncle's pitch towards me, bro. He was telling me, "Hey, nigga, you gotta."
Oh,
my bad.
I thought.
Hey,
yeah,
bro,
I thought you.
you gotta come through back to.
Yeah, you were
LA,
gonna
bro.
work.
Come,
You were
come-
gonna
come stay
work.
with me.
Wasn't he gonna have you work on his like weed farm out here in LA? Yeah.
He had a job over there for me, and he sent me the application and everything, and I was applying. But then some BS had happened over here during the time with my parents and my
Oh, okay.
siblings,
Yeah.
mainly my sister.
Oh, I didn't know Grim has a sister.
And then, but yo, we have two sisters. We have an older and we have a younger.
Oh, I never knew this. I just knew about you and I know about you and Grim. That's about it. But okay. Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with the BS.
Yeah, well, we never mentioned. Yeah, and then there was that, and then there was the main part. The reason I wanted to move over there was to help my uncle out because my grandpa was gonna go through surgery.
Oh
right?
shit, dude.
And he went through surgery, but
he's okay now?
Since I got a job down here, yeah. Since I had gotten my job down here, I had just been trying to send them a little some every now and then, help them out with rent.
That's
'cause
good of you, man,
you know,
dude.
my grandpa hasn't been working.
Sure. We can't work if you had surgery and stuff, dude. I mean, that sucks. That's good of you,
Yo.
Ramiro, dude. Yeah, you're a good kid, dude.
Of course. So every now and then, whenever he needs a little, of course, I got him, but only because he's there for me. You get me?
I feel you, dude. Yeah, no. I think it's really special
Yeah.
to take care of like the older generations because they took care of you when you were younger. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Well,
But
when that's
I
all
do
settled,
wanna
you-
go down there, visit my family, and
You
visit
need-
you, bro.
yeah, you need to come into LA because you could probably make more money out here, honestly, than you're making in Houston. I would think. You know, especially if like
I probably
you're-
could, and
Yeah.
And I got a lot of years in sales experience, and I'm pretty good talking to people. I feel like
Good.
I'm pretty good talking to people. Yeah.
I think you're great at
So
talking
I
to
feel
people.
like
Hell yeah. I feel like you can do
yeah,
it.
so I feel like I could have a lot of opportunities down there. And what I really want to do right now is get my CDL. So what I really want to focus
Oh,
on
you want to be a
too.
trucker? Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yo, bro, I already got the bill for it.
Dude, I love the big rigs, dude. Yo, yeah. CD, I love driving. I'm a big driving person.
Yes,
Like,
bro. I be relaxed.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing better than just getting on the road and being like, all right, 600 miles to El Paso. Let's just fucking go.
Right.
We'll get there eventually.
Bro, literally, I've been driving like 90 plus miles every day to my job because I'm working like an hour away from my crib right now.
Are you still at Metro?
I'm with Boost Mobile, but yeah.
Oh, Boost Mobile. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy though because the old trucks, like the old 18-wheelers, used to have the most ridiculous. Dude, look at the gear shifts on these things. I know a lot of it's automatic now, but these used to be the gear shifters.
Yo, bro, they used to be so complicated.
Like, holy shit, dude, what? How do you figure out where all the gears are? It's like a fucking like maze.
Yo, bro, but I be seeing all these videos of truck drivers, and I be like, fuck, that looks so badass, bro. I want to drive a truck like one of those semi trucks, bro.
Yeah.
Like they be looking so fucking badass, bro. Imagine like reverse parking that hell. I'd be able to tell everyone I'm an expert in driving, cause parking them big ass trailers ain't easy.
No, it is hard. Yeah, no. I yes, and especially because with an 18-wheeler, it's a separate axle, right? So
Yes,
backing
bro.
up, you kind of like jack, like you have to turn the wheel the opposite way you think you would in order for the trailer to move the
Yes.
other way. Yeah, it's super
Yes,
weird.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. I've seen my dad drive like trollers because we have like trollers that hook up onto the truck.
Sure,
and,
sure.
I've driven them, but I've driven the smaller ones. I've never gone for it and driven the bigger ones because I be too much of a pussy sometimes. Because goddamn, I gotta be seeing my dad at first when my dad had first started, bro. He
Yeah.
would struggle.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
struggle. But
Yeah,
it's
they're
all
big,
about
dude.
experience. Everything.
It is.
Everything is just about experience and practice.
So you need to go to like a school, right? There's like a CDL
Yes,
school.
yes.
Yeah. For those that don't know,
Yes.
CDL is commercial driver's license, which is a certification you need in order to drive anything. I think that's a triple axle or more. So most trucks are just double axle, which is fine.
Yeah, there's
But
in
semis are
general,
3.
There's different. Yeah, I think like there's different classes of driver's license too, like a class A or class B, depending on how much weight you're driving.
Oh,
But-
I see.
But I don't remember all the.
Yeah, here they are,
specifics. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I've definitely driven. So I don't have a CDL for Class C, but I know Class C. I've driven like Class C RVs, and then these are called like Class A RVs. But I guess this is a Class B CDL, straight trucks. Right? Yeah. So these don't jackknife the straight trucks because the trailer is a part of the truck.
Yeah.
Oh. Right, but you want
That's right.
you want a Class A then, because you want to do the semis.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and they pay good, but in general, bro, if
they
you
pay-
have
they
a
pay really
CDL,
well.
bro, that opens doors. Yes, having a CDL opens doors because almost any company, when they see a CDL, they're always requiring a CDL. People with a CDL.
Exactly. They're looking for people. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, so this is like a weird time that we're living in right now because a lot of the traditional kind of, I would say, more white collar jobs are becoming really hard to find because AI is replacing a lot of them, right? But AI hasn't replaced truck drivers yet. And I don't think it really
They were
will.
trying to.
They were trying
They
to,
were
but
trying to.
I think there's still too much risk that people still want they still want a human behind like a
Well-
fucking death machine, which that's what
Yeah.
a semi truck is like. It'll take some fucking people out.
They had to cut it back because there was actually an accident with with an AI driven truck. I don't remember too much, but I'd seen some reports about something like that.
Yeah, they want to do these Tesla semi trucks is what I think. This is the idea is they want to have like Tesla's making models for these.
Yeah.
which I think is okay maybe for just the highways, you know?
Like short distance, not too far distances, bro.
Well, I think as long as the truck doesn't have to do very many complicated things, but I think you still need a human for instance, navigating around the city and then like any sort of weird mountains and stuff. If it's just a straight shot, like I-10, dude, once you get out to New Mexico and dude, it's just a straight shot. Like you can't fuck that up. It's just thousands and thousands of miles of just like nothingness, and it goes straight. It's the most boring drive ever. I've done it a lot of times. I've done Houston to LA on I-10. I've done it quite a few times. But yeah, but that's cool, man. Yeah, you should really go for that. I'm a huge advocate for getting more certifications, opening more doors. Even if you don't know, like, say you want to be a truck driver for the rest of your life, which, you know, being a truck driver does have.
I just want to try a lot of things, low key.
Yeah, good.
I just low key want to try a lot of things because I'm just curious. I'm just curious about all these different things, and I really don't know what I want to do. I really don't know what I want to be. But I want to try all these cool things, see what clicks, what I end up liking. And if I don't end up liking, I'll be able to say I have it in case of anything.
Exactly. Yeah, no. I was talking to someone last night, I think on the Discord, about this. They were saying, like, I don't really know what I want to do in life. And, like, I don't know, should I keep pushing with math? What's the best way? And I told them, like, straight up, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life until after I got my PhD. But I made sure to at least get my PhD because that opens doors for me to try more things. So
I've heard something like that before. I've heard someone say that if you have already started something and you've gotten the opportunity for something else, but if you're already on your stuff and you're already doing it, complete it, finish it up, and if you end up getting the opportunity for what you wanted to do afterwards, go for it, because you're in a comfortable position where if it doesn't work out, you can fall back onto what you had already studied for or you already have certified for.
Exactly. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, 100%. Yeah, get the degree, get the CDL license. Again, if you don't like it, whatever, but you can still in hard times be like, they're always hiring truck drivers. And bro, they fucking pay. They pay bank, dude. I see people making like 6 figures upwards for driving trucks because they're so desperate to get people to drive trucks.
I've seen companies say, starting off, no experience minimum, as long as you have your CDL certification, $36 an hour, $40 an hour. I'm like, holy shit!
And it's guaranteed hours. See, this is a great thing because it's cool to say like $45 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever. But then if you're only getting 10 hours a week that they're scheduling you, I mean, that's fucking garbage. But with a truck, right, you need 50 hours because you have to drive that massive thing from one side of the U.S. to the other. So it's guaranteed hours. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
It's great. No, it's cool. It is. Yeah. So my chat's saying, it's rough work. 100%. I'm not saying it's easy. It is definitely rough work. There is a lot of health issues with truckers because they don't usually get exercise. You know, I mean, you're sitting in one place for a while, and like I know myself, dude. When I have to go on like long trips and I have to drive and do stuff, I don't eat great, right? It's just like whatever the fuck's at a pilot stop, I'll just like eat hot dogs and whatever the fuck. But
and a lot of pick me up.
A lot of lot lizards. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a lot of caffeine, a lot of but I think you can still make it work. I think there are people that can still balance the health aspect while being a trucker. But
working here at Boost Mobile, I've met people who are truckers who have come pay their bills, and I've talked to them about it. And a lot of things that you're talking about, they've mentioned insurance, long hours. It's can be very tiresome, but a lot of them love it. A lot of them say it's very worth it, and then they don't see it that hard for very reason that they love it.
Yeah, and believe me, I honestly, I think I would honestly do it. I just fucking love driving. For Burning Man, dude, I drove 19 hours straight in a massive 40 foot moving truck. I just drove it for 19 hours. I just didn't stop, and I was like, this is cool. I can do this.
And then the money helps.
The money definitely helps, dude. Yeah, but okay, so wait.
Seeing that.
What do you need to do for your CDL though? Like, have you started the process? Poison Mouse here is saying that it's $2,000. Just for the certification.
It is quite a bit of money start.
Do you have
It
some
is
money
quite a
saved up?
bit
Are
of
you
money
saving
for
up money at Boost so that you can get your CDL license?
Yes, I am currently saving
Nice.
up money. I've been fixing everything up.
Good.
It's been, I mean, well, I'm telling you, there's been a lot of BS going on lately, but
I know,
I've
I
low
know.
key been working through it.
Good. Perseverance,
Low
dude.
key, yeah, of course, always, you know it. I've low key been working through it, and I've been paying almost everything off.
That's good. Good, dude.
And still saving some money on the side. So I'll hope soon I'll be able to pay for that. And if anything, I might just end up taking out the loan for it. I wouldn't mind for it,
I
and
see.
just pay off the loan.
Well, so here's what I think. I would think that some of these trucking companies might sponsor your CDL and then just take it out of your paycheck on the first one.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I thought about that at first. But a couple people told me to not do that because
Oh,
there
don't
are
do
some
that, okay.
companies that sponsor you, and there are some companies that sponsor you and help you out with that. But what I've been told is that it's cool at first, but you can easily make that money back within the first couple months, right?
I see.
And thing is, if you're with a company, minimum 2 years. After they sponsor you, they minimum want you to work with them for 2 years.
I see. Yeah.
So in the end, it ain't really worth it because they're still gonna be taking out that money from your paycheck.
Sure. Yeah, they kind of got you. Like, they're helping you out, but also they're
Yes.
getting you at a discount. I see. Okay. Well, dope. All right, that's really cool. I appreciate. I got to do some homework questions here with people, Ramiro. But I love the updates,
Yeah,
dude.
of course.
You're a solid dude to talk to, and like you have the right head. You have the right head on your shoulders. I wish Grim would listen to you more, but but that's awesome. Keep me updated with how the CDL stuff is going.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Grim's been working as well.
Good.
He has 2 jobs right now.
Okay, good. 2 jobs and like 3 side hoes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Always
God.
broke.
Always broke, dude. He's always paying for pussy. All right, okay. I'm gonna start doing some math questions.
Okay.
Love hearing from you, Ramiro. Keep me updated. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's start the stream. Welcome everyone to Actual Education. My name is Dr. Gold. This is Office Hours, a stream that helps you out with math homework, science homework, all that type of fun shit. What's up, Sib? Good to see you, Sib. I just started the YouTube. I was catching up with a student, seeing how life was going. We're talking about CDLs and truck driving licenses and, you know, all sorts of paths you can take in life, which I think are great. There's so many dope things you can do in the world. So we're doing electromagnetism. We are going to do some electromagnetism today. Yeah, this is the first question of the day. First question looks like something with like protons. And, oh, 1 sec. Let me make sure I got my chat activated on YouTube. Let's see. Activate selected. There we go. Cool. That's up. You have a question for me? Yeah, you know where to send it, dude. Send it to the website. And then let me see if I can activate the TikTok to work. I hope it does. Let's see. Let me see. Come on, TikTok. TikTok. There's that. Okay, good. All right, now we're good on TikTok too. Nice. Sick. Let me see if it works. Let me see if I say like hi. Oh, you haven't seen it last time? Oh yeah, it's www.actualdiscord.com or like actualdiscord.com/submit. That's the other one for it. I teach engineering physics. I definitely do. Yeah. I do. 1 sec. I'm getting my chat to work in between. We're streaming on 3 platforms right now. So we're on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord.
The struggle's real, huh?
Dude, yeah, dude. I'm trying to like help people like everywhere, dude. I need this to work. Please work.
I see that. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Dude, it's really helped, dude. We've really started blowing up on both YouTube and TikTok. I've been getting a lot of people asking questions. There you go. See, now it's working.
I
Okay,
think I saw that on your stories.
Yeah. On my Instagram and stuff. Yeah. No, another cool thing. We just a little note before I go into this. We finally passed the 4,000 watch hour requirement on YouTube, so we're an official full YouTube partner now. So happy because what this means is, if I go to earn here, is now we're a YouTube partner. I can now finally monetize the tutorial videos we make and like use that to feed back to the nonprofit. So I think we got monetized over the weekend, but if I see, let's see like how much money we've made so far. Come on. Show me. There we go. We've made 8 cents.
Hey.
We have made 8. Dude, it's better than 0, dude. I used to get absolutely $0 for all the stuff that I would do on YouTube, and now we at least get 8 pennies. You can't find the page? Oh, it's just this. Actual discord.com should just work. Yeah, click on that website. Yeah, so I've made 29 cents on shorts. Nice. Yeah, so anyways, big news this weekend. I'll announce it in the Discord, but we are on the way to monetization. Well, we already are monetized now. So we are on the way to this nonprofit becoming cash flow positive so that I don't have to keep dumping money into it. So that would be great. Because then I could also stream more without having to... I do have to leave in about 3 hours because I have to go tutor another student for like cash. So if I could keep getting YouTube to pay for this, then I could just keep teaching you guys for free forever. It'd be dope. And we're almost at 10K subs. Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. Yeah, the streaming has really taken off in the last like.
Would be able to make you gold.
I'm thinking about going to TwitchCon next weekend, just to like network and maybe get some other streamers to collaborate with. It's a little expensive. It's like $250 for the weekend, but I might just do it because it's in San Diego too. It's close, so we'll see. All right, let's do this problem. Okay, a proton follows the path as shown. Its initial speed is 2.7 times 10 to the 6 meters per second. Cool. The question is, what is the proton's speed as it passes through point P? Oh, very cool. And there's a charge here. Oh, wow. Interesting. The stream died again? What died? Oh, are we dropping frames? We might be dropping frames. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's just yeah. It'll sort itself out. Don't worry. It'll sort itself out. Pixent, yeah, cool. Let me see. So yeah, I see yours coming up. 1 sec. I need this to load. Come on, girl. Yes, Poison. There you go. You figured it out. Wow. Coaxial cables. Nice. Yes. Spheres. Overlap. Ooh, I have done the overlap one. Yeah, I've done question 2.19, the one you have there. I did that on a stream a little bit ago, but it's a good one. Okay. What is the speed at point P? Wait, why is it going in that? Is there a magnetic field? What is causing? Oh, I see. Okay. Wait. I see it. Okay. So this comes down to F is equal to QVB, right? So F is equal to Q V cross B. Wait, but we have no magnetic field here, right? Oh, there's no magnetic field. We don't need that. All right. This is what it is. Between these two charges, there is what's called a Coulomb force. So opposite charges, a negative and a positive charge, will attract to each other. And so what's going to happen is I have a velocity going this way, but I'm going to have a force. Oh, this is cool. This is a centripetal force, right? Here, which we can call this, let's call this like the electric force. And Fe is going to equal to K, Q1, Q2. What's up, Carlos? Over R squared. In this case, R is going to equal 3 times 10 to the minus 3. So we got some charges. I know one of the charges is 10 nanocoulombs. Let's call it like Q2. Q2 is equal to negative 10 times 10 to the minus 9 coulombs. And then, oh, they just say a proton. Well, a proton has the opposite charge of an electron, which is going to be positive 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19 coulombs. What's up, Famish? Good to see you guys. Okay. So this is cool. So as this thing moves in this direction, right, with a velocity, it's getting pulled towards it. This kind of looks like centripetal motion, right? Because yeah, fascinating. But But in centripetal motion, you have things moving at constant velocities. This velocity is not going to be constant. Because as it's moving, it's technically getting, like, pulled towards it. So the velocity has to change. No, dude. No, math tutors are great. Yeah. At any age. Dude, I've tutored people as old as 60. Like, there is no limit to age and learning. Yeah. Yeah, you should, yeah. And you know what, honestly, Kyle, it would also help support a math tutor. Because they're probably hurting for money these days. So, I think it would be awesome for you to do that. Okay, I think this is a conservation of energy question, is what it is. I think what we have to consider is the energy in the system at this point in time, and then the energy in the system when the proton is here. This is whack, though, because now I need, like, the mass of a proton, right? Here we go. Here, I'll leave the question up for people to see it real quick. Nice, and Jebediah has a good circuits question. I like that. We're trying to find the velocity at point P. That's what we're trying to do here, right? I think I need to do this with conservation of energy because there are no outside forces on the system, right? You do have the forces between the positive and negative charge. Why aren't... Oh, thank you, Poisoned. Appreciate that. Yeah, okay. So I need the mass of a proton, right? Which is 1.67. It's time. Why aren't ohms as ohms as cool as coulombs? Oh, it's too good. Okay. This is in kilograms. Yeah, JC says it's definitely kinetic. It's definitely energy. Electric potential plus kinetic is constant. 100%. Okay. So, E before, right, is going to be equal to, you have the kinetic energy of the proton. So we're going to say 1/2 mass proton, V naught squared. And then you have the energy of the system, which I always need to remember how this works. I think the energy of the system is the charge times the potential. Right? I think, yeah, the energy of the electric potential. But it's electric potential energy. It's not electric potential. It's electric potential energy. So this, I'm pretty sure EPE is equal to, it's going to be Q of the proton times the potential at the proton. Right, yeah. And then the potential for the proton being here, right? The potential is just due to the negative charge here. We know that potential is equal to the sum of KQ over R. And there's only one charge here providing the potential. Yeah, there is an electric potential energy. Right, so there is potential, which is due to other charges creating like a... It's a scalar field, I think is how we call it. Yeah, potential is like a scalar field. But then, in order to figure out the potential energy of the system, you have to consider the potential created by all the charges, and then you do Q times that potential for like wherever the last test charge is. Nicholas says, do you know if you're coming back to UCLA at all this year? No, not this quarter. No, unfortunately not. Good to see you, Nicola, though. They told me to hit them up in like January. I was like, cool, y'all figure it out. I'm gonna keep being me. I do Diffie Q for sure. Yeah. Okay, so this is due to the 10 nanocoulomb charge, I think, right? Yeah, negative 10 nanocoulombs, right? Or like, right. Yep. And then, so, okay. Let's go with like, I'm going to call that Q2 then. We'll call it Q2. And I think, is the potential negative? Or, well, it's a change of potential, right? So it actually doesn't matter whether it's negative or positive. But yeah, I think we do have to keep it as negative. Okay, so K, Q2. over, we're going to say like R0. And then so the energy is equal to Q1 times the potential. Well, there's too many V's here. Now I have V naught for velocity and V naught also for potential. Oh, I gotta think how I want to organize this. Because I do want to... Someone did ask this question in our... from yesterday, and I want to like send them the screenshot, so I want this to all make sense. Let me think how I want to do this. Here, okay. I'm going to call this situation A. Here. This is situation A. And then this right here is going to be situation B. Okay. When the charge is here. Just to like kind of like keep things. I haven't done any gaming recently, honestly. I need to. Yeah, I will get back into doing gaming streams. Okay. So let's do it. So RA is equal to 3 times 10 to the minus 3. And then RB is equal to 4 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay. This is how I want to do it. I want to arrange it this way. So energy A what games do you think I should play, Famished? I play a lot of Fortnite with the students. So this is 1/2 mass proton V naught squared plus we're gonna call this Q proton. Let me call this Q proton. Plus Q proton, and I'm gonna say the potential at A. Okay. And then energy B is going to equal to 1/2 MP, and this is going to be VB squared, where this is velocity, this is potential. I hate that they're both V's. The V0, yeah, so V naught is 2.7 times 10 to the 6. That's good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, sorry. Fortnite's all right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a kind of like a lowercase v for velocity. Let's do like that. Okay. And we're gonna say v naught is equal to 2.7 times 10 to the 6 meters per second. Good. Got you. Okay. So then we're going to call this like V1 squared. And then here, instead of calling this Q, I'm going to call this QE because it's negative. I know it's not actually an electron, but we're going to call it E for now. Okay, cool. And then this is going to be plus QP VB. And then these two things need to equal each other. So the total energy from situation A, when the proton, whatever, the proton is here versus situation B, the total energy needs to be the same. So then let's come up with expressions for potential, okay? So let me erase this. I don't want to confuse people with all the different terminology. So let's see here, like finding potentials, VA and VB, all right? VA is going to equal to K QE over RA. And then VB is going to equal to K QE over RB. And then, yeah, here. Let me show you the Q so far. This is the Q so far. Nicola, you got good questions. Cool. Nice. Yeah. All right. Fortnite's all right. Yeah. Okay. So now I just need to solve for things, right? So if I take this, I now replace VA with this, right? There we go. And then we replace VB with this. Good. Nice. And now we're solving for this. So I just gotta move everything over. This is I can tell this is mastering. This has to be mastering physics, right? Fucking hate mastering physics. Because, and this is why, because this is just tedious. It's gonna make me plug in like all these values just to solve for this one thing here. Anyways, okay. So this is gonna come over here. Maybe we can like do some algebraic simplification to like make our life easier with the calculator. That would be nice, right? Yeah, because we're gonna subtract that, and then we're gonna divide by all this. Right? This is gonna come over, and then eventually I'm gonna square root it. I'll do the square root at the very end. Okay. Let's see if some things come out nice here.
Nice.
Oh, there's a QP on both of these. Okay, cool. All right, so the MP would cancel that. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to algebraically simplify things. Let's do this. Let's get rid of this. So that means I need to put a 2 here and a 2 here. And then let me get rid of this and get rid of this, which means I need to put over MP over MP. So now we're left with V0 squared plus, and then this is a common factor on all this shit. And then this is going to be QP over MP over with a 2 on it. This is just algebra at this point. And then there's a K. Sorry, and QP is a thing. K, QE. Right, K, QE. Cool. Oh, nice. And then this is just 1 over RA minus 1 over RB. Right? Okay. This looks a lot nicer. I'm a fan of this. Okay. Calculate Dora. Where are you? Dora the Explorer calculator. There you go. There she is. All right. Okay. No, wait. Why is my calculator on the top? There we go. Okay. All right, let me do the first thing. So V0 squared was 2.7 times 10 to the 6, right? 2.7 e to the 6 squared. Cool. Plus q of the proton, which was 1.6 10 to the negative 19, so 1.6 e to the 19 times k, which is 9 times 10 to the 9. Times QE, which was negative 10 nanocoulombs, so negative 10 e to the 9, right? And then all divided by 2 times the mass of the proton, which is 1.67 e to the minus 27. And then this is all... Poison got 4.3 times 10 to the 6. We'll see. See what I get. And so then times... No. What? My calculator's doing weird things. Sorry. 1.6. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, it's probably about the same. Oh, for sure. How do you guys do math? What's different? What's different in the math land that you guys do? I'm curious. How long is a queue? I think it's currently at 7. But some of those are from yesterday. Let me clear out the ones from yesterday. I just started streaming today. And then RA is 3 e to the minus 3 minus 1 divided by 4 e to the minus 3. All right, let's see what we got. That's a very big number. I don't like that number. The fuck? E to the 67? No.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, man. Let's see. What did we do wrong? 2.7 times 10 to the 6 squared. Good. Plus... yeah. It's like... Oh, no. I lost it. Damn it. Oh, I think I see some things wrong. Sorry. If I divide by 2... Sorry, 1/2 is... This is now... Yeah, I can't test it. It's just a screenshot. Sorry, this goes up to 2. Sorry, if we're dividing by 1/2, this goes up as 2 here. And then RA... Yes, you divide by half. Yes, you multiply by 2. Yeah, I did that wrong. Oh, you know what I think I did? You know what I think happened? Okay, one sec. This is why I just hate mastering physics, bro. It's just it's the fucking data entry. What's up, Shanktrix? Good to see you, dude. E to the negative 19. I probably did a positive 19 is what I did. Times 9 e to the 9. Good. Times 10 e to the negative 9, right? The mass of the proton, that's the scary thing, dude. That's such a big number. Divided by 1.67 e to the minus 20. That's huge. The minus 27. And then we need to multiply this all by 1 over 0.003. Minus 1 over 0.004. There we go. That's better. 10 to the minus 12. I'll take that any day. Cool. All right, so I get like... What is that? Like 2.95 times 10 to the 6. What'd you get? You got 2.4 times 10 to the 6? Serious lag issues? Yeah, I see it. One sec. Let me stop streaming on Discord. Discord sometimes fucks up. Yeah. Weekend internet. It fucks up. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's right then. Yeah. So wait, that means it moves faster? I don't think it can move faster though. Right? It should move slower. Yeah, also Poison, you got 4.3 times 10 to the 6. Why would it move faster? It shouldn't move faster. It should be moving slower, right? Because it's further away. Yeah, it'll fix itself. I just gotta let the internet determine what it wants to do. JC says, I was listening to you in Discord and you're like 30 seconds off. Yeah, I apologize. I wish I could get better commercial internet in my apartment, but I do see on the weekends, I guess a lot of people are using to like stream whatever TV shows they're watching, so sometimes it tends to screw up. This is why I need like an office. I don't think it should be going faster. It should definitely be going slower, though. That's where I'm confused here. I got 2.9 times 10 to the 6 poisoned. But we definitely should have gotten something less than 2.7. Because the potential is decreasing. Yeah. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait a minute. 1 sec. Oh, free courses online? Nice. 1 sec. Let me see this. (9e to the 9, right? 10e to the minus 9. It's 10 nanocoulombs, right? Yeah, well, I wish I had your fiber, dude. I literally can't get that fiber here. Believe me, dude, if I could, I would pay for it. 7.29, e to the 12. Ashke says lag. Yes, I know. Don't worry. The lag will sort itself out. Or it won't. I hope it does. I got 2.9 times 10 to the 6, but I don't think that's right. So I'm trying to look like where I may have messed up. What's up, mathematics? See, now he says, now I got 2.23. Ooh, okay. That sounds better. It should be less. It should definitely be less. Oh, I think I see what I fucked up. I see exactly what I fucked up. Oh, man. I forgot the -10. Our long cables are better. Yeah, watch this. Okay, so this is minus. There we go. Yeah, 2.4. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. We got it. Wow. Fucking sign errors, dude. Sign errors are so annoying. It's not lagging anymore? Sick. Love that. I told you, it figures itself out eventually. Or something gets priority. Either it's YouTube or Twitch or something. Okay. So this should be, yeah, this is what I got. I ended up getting 2.4. That. Where'd the 2 come from? Good. The 2 came from the 1/2. It's no longer in the denominator. So when I had here, let me clear the calculator off. When I had it this part, JC, and I had the 1/2 here, we have another 1/2 from this that I have to pull off. So that kills off this one. But then for these 2 terms, if I divide by 1/2, I then have to multiply by 2. So this should be up, yeah. I fixed it later when I was down here. But you're right, the in-between step, I had that wrong. Okay, cool. And this makes sense, because the velocity should be less. Because the proton is moving further away from the negative charge. So there's less energy in the attraction, like between the fields. Cool. All right, nice. Good question there. Let me save this and submit this. Whose question was this? This was... Wow, Nicola. Oh, you got some hard ones too, Nicola. Wow. Kind of related to, though. Yeah. All right. Homework help. This was... Matcha Bear. Matcha Bear. Let's get this from Matcha Bear. Cool. Nice. Alright, let me go through the queue of what we got. Because some of these questions were from yesterday. Yeah, like Kev. Oh, we did Kev's question. I definitely did Kev's question. Yeah. Let me go through and... Yeah, you're good. You're good. Nice. Let me clear the queue. I usually do this before I start the stream, but... where is it? There it is. Okay. All right. So that was Kev's question. That was yeah. I already did, I think, John's, right? Yeah. John. Jebediah is next. Nice. Jeb. Okay. So the queue's actually only 5. It's actually not that big of a queue. It is 2.4. Yeah, it is 2.4. Ooh, this is fun. This is a Kirchhoff question. Oh no, Nicola, I'm sorry. You're in, are you taking 5B now, Nicola? Who's teaching it? So I was just doing some E&M. So this right here, Nicola, this was E&M. This is, this had to do with, potential energy in fields and stuff. Poison Mouse says, do mine. Yes, you're in the queue, Poison. I think you're third in the queue. Or you're second. You're next. And then Nicola. And then I'm gonna help out. Yeah. Oh, McCohen. Oh my god. Okay, I'm pretty sure McCohen is the person who took my job this year. Do you know the lore behind McCohen, Nicola? Do you know the lore of, like, he's pretty famous on TikTok, but for the wrong reasons. He's famous on TikTok for yelling about not getting paid more as a UCLA lecturer. Go look him up. Yeah, he's so bad. Yeah. there's a lot of kind of weird drama with this. I'm just gonna break it down for you real quick, and then we'll do more math because UCA is going through like some weird shit. Where I got hired last year to replace him because he got put on a leave of absence for making a huge kerfuffle on TikTok about not getting paid enough as a lecturer, and then he took his in-person class and made it online. Like he said, I can't afford to live in Westwood. I'm homeless. I'm going to go crash with my buddies down in San Diego, and I'm not teaching in person anymore. All you guys got to take my class online. Which is like seriously fucked. I mean, I empathize with him wanting to like get paid more as a lecturer. I get it. But he kind of threw like a temper tantrum about it and then started getting viral on like TikTok and Instagram. You can go look him up. And so while I agree with his struggle, because yes, you don't get paid very much as a lecturer, the way he did it was kind of screwed. So they put him on a leave of absence, and then they needed somebody to teach. That's why I got hired, honestly. I'm now figuring this out, looking back. I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand why they said they didn't need to hire me this quarter. It's because I think this Daniel guy threatened to sue for retaliation if they didn't rehire him this year. And so they're hiring him just for one quarter now, hoping that he'll just kind of like go away. But yeah, you know all his lore. Okay, great. Okay, yeah. Anyways, it's fucked. Random user says, "Thank you again for helping me with my test the other day. I'm not sure if you remember me. I'm getting that test back tomorrow." Awesome. Yeah, I hope it did go well. Yeah, random user. Please, if you're not, I'm pretty sure you're in our Discord. If you're not, please join our Discord. And then if you want to like post a screenshot of getting good grades in your test and like how you did, that like earns points. And then like we get to celebrate you. Okay, let me do this. This is Jebediah's question. Okay, the current I naught in figure P 2 point. No way. Yeah, Bauer's a lot better. DB, dude. DB's my DB. I love David Bauer. David Bauer and me were both grad students the same year. We were actually really close friends. Me and him. Me and DB go back. If I could show you the pictures of me and David Bauer like partying in grad school, we had an awesome time. Yeah, please do, random. He's a kind-spoken person, DB, and he actually gives a shit. He's a pretty good teacher. I think McCone has probably like kind of gone off the deep end after his whole like Instagram, whatever, TikTok rise to fame. Maybe he's gotten like a little detached from it. Okay, this is 1 amp, and I need to find I1. Okay, these are loop laws, right? These are cool. So in order to do this, we need to write out what are called like the Kirchhoff voltage loop and the Kirchhoff current loop, or current junction. So it's the loop laws and the junction laws to solve this. So I'm going to create some loops. I wonder if I care about this one. Maybe I do. Yeah. We also have to come up with like a convention for like where things are going, okay? And as long as we're constant with the convention, then we're all right. I'm going to define current this way for this one, okay? So when I do this loop, right, as like a voltage loop, we're going to call this, let me call this like I3, or let's call it I2. So you start here, 150 volts, and then you're going to drop IR, so you're going to drop I2 times 4 ohms. So you drop IR here, and then you're also going to drop I1 times 65 ohms. And then this all has to equal to 0. How do you know all this stuff? Oh, I've taught all this at some point. It comes back to me. Okay, so this equation is cool. I could solve for I1, but I need I2. Here's where I2 comes into play. I need another loop with I2, which is going to be this one. Okay. So I know so that was this loop. Let's do this loop. It is DC circuits. Correct, pull them. McCohen doesn't record because he wants attendance to be good, but in reality, it just confuses people more, and he can't rewatch it. Dude, fuck this guy, dude. What? That's terrible. Like, I wanted people to attend too, but I still recorded my lectures. I just made it... I incentivized people to attend by doing, like, in-class stuff that was easier if you were in class for. Cool. All right. Then learn with us, pull them. We're doing a DC circuit here. So this is the blue loop here. Yeah. You know what you guys should do, Nicola? Just like tank his reviews. Just tell everyone to write the worst reviews, and then UCLA will have a reason to not hire him again, and then they'll rehire me. Wouldn't that be great? Well, it sounds like he genuinely sucks, so. All right. I not. He blames it on Bruincast. Well, I will agree Bruincast is quite shitty. Yeah. I did have a lot of issues with Bruincast. Okay, I need something here. Fuck. See, but now we're going to introduce another one. You found a crazy Reddit thread about him? Yeah, dude. Yeah, the lore, dude. There is so much lore with him. Fuck. How do I want to do this? Okay, here's a cool thing. You should always assume that the circuit's DC, not AC. If this is I0, this is also I0 up here. Ooh, outside loop. I like that. But see, I want I2, I think. I need I2, Christophorus, right? This is I0. Right? And so we know I0 plus I2. Is this I1 the same here? I feel like it has to be, no? Fuck. DCY. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm just gonna start assigning. I need to assign currents. You just have to, unfortunately. No, for sure, Meerkat. So that was given to us. Sorry. They said the current I0 is 1 amp. Yeah, sorry. That's part of the question. All right, whatever. I'm just assigning currents. Gonna do it. This might end up being a more complicated question than I want it to be. You don't break up the circuits? Well, I think I am. I'm creating, like, different loops is what I'm doing, right? So we have the green loop, right? Which is I50 times 50 ohms. And then because we're going against, well, actually, maybe, well, this is 150 volts. I feel like this is a big voltage source. I think this is going to, like, push a lot. So this is going to be, because you're coming against a resistor, the Q's at 6. You should see it down there. It should say total Q down there. It should say. This is going to be plus I3 times 10, right? And then I'm going to do plus I2 times 4. The reason why it's a plus is because now the loop we're doing is going against what I'm saying is the direction of current in the resistor. Okay. The issue here is now I've introduced another resistor, I3. Oh, very cool thing here, though. Okay, this is where we use a juncture rule, though, right? At this node here, current in has to equal current out. So you have I2 coming in. This is cool. So let's look here, right? Here I have I2 coming in has to be equal to I1 plus I3, right? Electricity isn't real. Just like the birds aren't real either. You know that, right? You know they changed the batteries out in the birds, yeah. Okay, cool. I think we're good, because, right? I have how many unknowns? Well, okay, and I already know I naught is 1 amp. Yeah, this is 1. Yeah, because I have 3 unknowns, right? I1, I2, I3, and I have 3 equations. So, math says I can solve this. All right, so let's set up like a little matrix. Right? I could go in and back substitute everything, but that just sucks. I don't really want to do that. So, and then this is going to be... Let me do a little bit of linear algebra here. Linear algebra is dope.
That's dope.
So we're going to call this like I1, I2, I3. Crows are out of stock right now. Uh-oh. They got to restock the crows, dude. Okay, so this is negative 65 is the I1. Minus 4 is the I2. And then you have 0 for I3. And then this is going to be equal to... And we're going to do what's called a augmented matrix to solve this eventually. And then this is equal to 150. Okay, then for this one... Sorry, all equal to... Sorry, negative 150. This stuff is all equal to negative 50. And then this stuff we're going to say is equal to 0. Okay. So this is 0, 4, 10. And then this is 1, negative 1, 1. Right? Cool. I could do some row operations and probably solve this. I'm going to be, in the interest of time and because we have a large queue, I'm just going to do this on the calculator. So I just go to edit. No, actually, sorry. I need to go to second matrix. Create a matrix. And then this needs to be a 3x4. Yeah, exactly. No, I'll show you how it's solved. It's called row reduced echelon form. And you do it by what's called technically, it's technically called Gauss-Jordan elimination. If you want to look those up, Gauss-Jordan elimination. I have a video on it too, if you want to see that. I'll send it to you in a second here. Because I've done this on a live stream before. Okay, cool. 0. And then I'm going to go to second matrix math. No, not determinant. And I want row RREF on that matrix. Cool. So I get I1's equal to 2.42 ohms. 2.42 amps. Okay, cool. So I1 is equal to 2.42 amps. Nice. Okay. I feel like we did that okay. Yeah. 50 plus I310 plus I24 equals 0. 150 minus I24 minus I165 equals 0. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, dude, some people like the sound effects. Okay. And if you want the power dissipated in each resistor, you just do I squared R. Can you explain what you did step by step? From what? I mean, have you been watching the stream? Also, all these streams get recorded, by the way. So if you're just tuning in now and you want to like rewind it and stuff, it all gets posted eventually on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't think TikTok records it live, but Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, let me get the... So you were asking how, like, RREF works. So if you go to my YouTube... It wants to load today. Am I dropping frames again? Sorry, let me get rid of the calculator, too. Internet's super slow today. What's going on? Yeah, go to my channel, and then I think it's, system solve. It's like solving system of equations. Yeah, here we go. So this video here I have is how to solve a 3-variable systems of equations. Oh wow, we're getting ads now. Wow. That's a good sign. It means our nonprofit's actually making money now. Love that. Okay, anyways. So I have a video here on how you can solve systems of equations manually by doing... It's a bunch of row operations in order to get it to solve. Or you can do it using the calculator with RREF. Okay. The lag again? I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. So check out that video. That'll show you how it works. Okay. Nice. Okay, this one's done. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. That link above there, Mustafa, that's the link for how to do how to solve like a 3x3 systems of equations. Yeah. Rat says, are solutions of system of linear equations that consist of only rational numbers also rational? I don't know the answer to that. That sounds like an advanced, like kind of like math theory type question thing. Which we do have some awesome math streamers that have... my PhD's in physics, but some people that I also work with have PhDs in math, and they could probably answer it better. But there's a list of them. Yeah, using the matrix is sometimes longer. Yeah, it can be longer if you can't see like an easy way to do it. How would you define zero mathematically? I don't know. The chance of me winning the lottery is pretty close to zero. What's up, Justin? Oh, is your mic not working? Oh, all good. Yeah, even mathematicians need heroes. I love that.
My man.
Okay, Poisoned. I'll do your question. Is this it? Is this the one you want me to do, Poisoned? Is this it right here? I've been good, Justin. I haven't played any Battlefield 6. I haven't even downloaded it yet. I've just been so busy with like life. There's been a lot going on. Oh, 1 second. I gotta do this. Can you gift me it? I need to gift it to myself first. Where's Poison Mouse, dude? Poison, this is your question. I need to make sure he's here in order to do it. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go get something. 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Ugh. All right. All right. I don't see poisoned. Nicola. If you're still around, Nicola, I'll do yours. Let's see. Q1 is... Do you use any Shark Tank products? I use the Scrub Daddy or Scrub Mommy, whatever it's called. All right, let's draw some pictures here. Okay, so I have something at 001. So that's 001. So that's right here. This is Q1. Minus Q2. Okay, is that 1 minus 1? So 1 minus 1. Ugh, this is such a pain to draw. What the fuck? It's like over here, but down here, but like also up here. Okay, fine. Q2. So this is 0, 0, 1. 1, minus 1, 1. Okay. And then Q3 is at 1, 1, minus 1. Okay, so it's down here. I just like drawing things just to see if maybe there's going to be some symmetry, but I don't think there is. Find the net force on Q2 due to Q3 and Q1, as well as the magnitude and direction. Okay, so the reason why this is kind of a pain compared to the usual method of doing this in just 2 dimensions is we got to do it in 3 dimensions. Fine. Okay. So, let's say like F32. That's going to be equal to K, which is 9 times 10 to the 9, right? And then it's going to be Q3, Q2 over R squared, right? Now, the issue is that this needs to be in, like, the R hat direction. It has to be in the direction between Q2 and Q3. So, when we do this in 2D, let me show you in 2 dimensions why it's a lot nicer. So for instance, let's say I had, I don't know, let's say this was like Q2 and this was Q3, okay? The force between these 2 points this direction, this is like the force. This would be like F23. And this would end up having components, which are really easy to figure out, right? You would have, the X component, which is equal to, if this is like the angle, you can figure that out from, let's say this is theta. So this ends up equaling like F23 cosine theta. And then you would have a Y component. Which would be equal to F23 sine theta. Right? And then you would get theta because you would know these positions and you would know the distance here. This is E and M. So yeah, we're going to get to that. You don't need a cross product for this, but you definitely need a dot product. So in order to do this in 3 dimensions, we have to keep things as vectors. When we do it in 2 dimensions, it's pretty nice. You just figure out, oh, cool, well, F23, right, is equal to K, Q2, Q3 over R squared. That gets you, like, a scalar. Scalar just means it's a number. And then you take that number, F23, and you multiply it by cosine of theta in order to get the X component. And then you multiply it by sine of theta to get the Y component. In 3 dimensions, this is a little trickier because you can't exactly get the X, Y, and Z component by just doing angles, unfortunately. You have to keep things in vector form. So, which, interesting, this is 5C. So I'm a little irked that he's making you do 3-dimensional vectors. That's more of like that's like a 1C topic. Yeah, for pre-meds, this is shooting a little high. You could do it in spherical coordinates. I don't think I want to, because it is spherical coordinates essentially. But so instead of saying R squared, I'm gonna call this R to the third, and then this is like R. The reason for this is that originally this equation is R squared R hat, where this is a unit vector, and unit vector means it has length 1, and it points from Q2 to Q3, okay? In the 2-dimensional case, R hat is very easy, because R hat can be broken into like an X hat component and a Y hat component. And it's just cosine theta. Here, it needs to be broken up into an X component, a Y component, and a Z component. And it's a lot harder to visualize that. So, the trick here is that R vector is equal to R hat, where this is the magnitude of R, okay? And then again, this is a unit vector in the direction from one particle to the other. So this is the formal definition. We just kind of treat you nicely when we do it in 2 dimensions because we don't really care about R hat. We just say, oh, it points that way, and then you break up R hat is equal to like some component X hat plus like some component Y hat. Yeah. And we do that with like right triangles and stuff. Yeah. This is the first time he's teaching 5C. He's done 1C before, and I don't think he realizes we're supposed to have simpler and not as calc-based things. He's making us do derivatives and integrals. Yeah. That's fucked. Yeah. Again, this to me feels like 1C. It doesn't feel like 5C. Bro needs to learn how to calibrate. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but stay with me, Nicola. And, like, I mean, if things are tricky, please let me, like, try to explain things more. But I'm going to try to go through it under the assumption that you don't really know much in terms of, like, multivariable calculus. which is totally okay. Okay, so this is the actual equation, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace r hat. We're learning some E&M. So r hat is equal to r vector divided by r. So when r doesn't have anything above it, Nicola, that just means the length, which is the distance, right, between these 2 points. And it's a scalar, okay? Scalar means it's a number. It doesn't have directions. It doesn't have whatever. But r vector is something with directions. So we'll get there. All right. So if r hat is equal to r vector over r, then I can replace this in here. And I'm going to get that f32, which is a vector, okay, is equal to k q3 q2 over r to the third r vector. Good so far? And then we're going to have to come up with, like, directions and stuff for it, but we'll get there, okay? I do not tutor category theory. That sounds scary. Okay. All right, so let's calculate this, and let me make sure I see what all the charges are. Q1 is positive. Okay, cool. Q2 is negative. Q3 is positive. Okay, so and we're looking at the force on Q2, right? Q2 is always getting pulled towards Q3. Okay, that's important. So if we look here between Q2 and Q3, this vector R, which we're going to call slightly not as thick. Okay, there we go. R, which is technically R23, that needs to point from 2 to 3. Okay, I need my force here, which is a vector, to point in the direction towards Q3, because Q3 is pulling on Q2. That's important when we're like dealing with signs. So I should let me fix this. This should be R23 cubed, R23. Okay. Now R23, the vector that points from one coordinate to another coordinate is always just this coordinate minus this coordinate. So R23 is equal to, it's going to be 1 comma 1 comma minus 1 subtracted from 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. We're going to subtract this vector from this. We're going to subtract this point from this point, and that will tell us the vector that goes towards it. Here, this is the question. It's just a bunch of charges at different locations, and we're finding the net force. But so it's a net force problem, but it's in 3 dimensions. That's what makes this kind of tricky. It's unfortunate. I know.
Obviously, don't go and do that, please.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We
Yeah, it sucks. Okay. So R23 is then 1 minus 1. Okay, so that's going to be 0. 1 minus minus 1. That's going to be 2. Minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. Okay. So this is R23. Good so far? Okay, so we have K, and all the charges are 1 coulomb. Cool. I'm just going to leave all the charges in 1 coulomb. I'm also not going to put in the positives and the negatives, because the positives and the negatives will fuck up these directions, right? I need it. You figure out the positives and negatives when doing coulomb forces based on, like, do I need the forces to point towards me or away from me? Because, yeah, technically I know these are positive and negatives. So, but they're all 1. Okay, so I'm going to say 1, cool, 1. And then R23 is now equal to 0, 2, minus 2. So this is 0, comma 2, comma minus 2. And then define R23 cubed, okay? So, that's, I know how to find R23 squared. Well, no. Here we go. Sorry. So R23 without the vector on it is asking for the magnitude of the vector, which means it's asking for, wait, how long or what is the distance between these 2 points? And we should remember, right, that from the distance formula, remember it's like x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared plus, in this case, z2 minus z1 squared, which is basically this. When we did this to calculate this, that's doing each, like this right here is x2 minus x1. This right here is y2 minus y1. This right here is z2 minus z1. So this is equal to R23. Sometimes they'll put like bars around this. So this is the magnitude. This is how long the vector is. Okay. But I need this eventually cubed. So I'm going to take whatever result I get here and I'm going to cube it. Okay. So this ends up being the square root of 0 squared plus 2 squared plus negative 2 squared. So that's going to equal to the square root of 4 plus 4 squared of 8. Okay. And this is equal to R23. But then I need this result cubed. Okay. So square root of 8 cubed. Which I'm sure is something nice. Oh, square root of 8 cubed. What is that? 64, 2... is that 512? What's 8 cubed? I should know this. Yeah, it is 512. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Are we good so far, Nicola? I'm going to give it a little pause here to see if this makes sense to you. And you tell me if any of the steps I did so far don't make sense. This is finding the force from charge 3 on charge 2 in full vector form. Good? Okay, sweet. All right, so then here's what we're going to do. Then I'm going to find F12, right? Okay, so F12 it's the same process. It's not too bad. So F12, it is electrostatics. Again, K, Q1, Q2. Now we got to go find the stuff between 1, 2. Which again, opposite charges. So Q1 is going to pull Q2 towards it. So I'm going to call this R21. Sorry. There we go. R21, which is going to equal to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1. Square root of 2. Where's the square root of 2 come from? Okay, so then this equals, as a vector, this is going to be negative 1, comma, 1, 0. Yeah? Let me see. Yeah. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 0 minus 1 is plus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, cool. Great. All right. And then that means magnitude of R21 is going to equal the square root of minus 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 0 squared. So that's going to equal the square root of 2. Where are the coordinates coming from? They came from here. J. The question gave us coordinates. I'm going to build something into the website so that you guys can like see the screenshot of what the question is. I will do that. That's my goal at some point. Maybe the rest of this weekend. We have a holiday tomorrow technically, right? Okay, cool. So now that's minus 1, 1, 0. And then that's the square root of 2 cubed. So it's the square root of 8. Right? Square root of 2 cubed. Okay. I think I'm happy with that so far. Now, Fnet. Okay, so Fnet. You have to do everything in vector form here, Nicola. Fnet is equal to f12 plus f32, which is going to equal to, I'm going to like group all this stuff out. So we just have k, and then it's going to be 1 over the square root of 512. Dude. Fucking ugly numbers, dude. What? Bro couldn't come up with like some nicer numbers at least? Okay. So it's 1 over the square root of 512. Or actually, sorry, I should do it in the correct order. Sorry. 1 over the square root of 8 minus 1 comma 1, 0, plus 1 over the square root of 512. Yeah, you have to just, Ashka, you have to really, you have to, what's the word? Just trust in yourself and just be consistent, and it will work out. Yeah, it's electrostatics. Okay. Now, here's the cool thing, actually. I do think these eventually become, like, some nice square root of 2's, right? So, square root of 8 is equal to 2 square root of 2. And then the square root of 512. So, that's 2 times 256. 256 is 16 squared. Right? Right, we had 0. It's 16 square root of 2, right? Yeah. Nice. You should check Imagine field theory. Yeah. 1 sec. Yeah. Okay, so that's 8 square root of 2, right? Okay. I can definitely teach polar coordinates. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, let's actually make these a little nicer. Nicholas says, this problem and the one I sent are both from a sample midterm you sent to us. Our first midterm is Wednesday, and it's only week 3. Oh, dear. To be fair, I think I gave y'all's first midterm on week 3. But there's no fucking way you can do this. Is it a 50-minute class period? Yeah, no. One of these questions would take 50 minutes. I mean, it's already taking me 50 minutes on the stream here to do it. Oh my god. I mean, I guess I could speed up, but whatever. No, it's just, no. Okay. So that's 4 over 8. Okay, cool. So then we have, 5. Oh, this is cool. I like this. So this is 5k over 8 square root of 2. And then so it's minus 1 plus 0. So that's going to be, minus 1, right? 3, comma minus 2. Yeah, gold is old, I guess. Yeah, I'm unk status dude at this point, right? Oh, wait. Sorry, this is an 8 square root of 2. I fucked this up. This is 16. Sorry. I made an oopsies. Sorry, 16 square root of 2. So then, this needs to be 8 over 8 root 2. Or 8 over 16 root 2, right? 1 over 2 is 8 over 16. Okay, so then it's 9 over 16. I have a PhD in plasma physics. Yeah, that's where it comes from. My PhD's in plasma. Oh, actually, I should say I'm messing this up totally. Yeah, you'd have to do a lot of papers. It is true. So one second. Wait, so this is k over 16 root 2. And then it's... Sorry, I messed that up. It's negative 8, 8, 0. So this multiplies inside to all this. Plus 0, 2, minus 2, right? Okay. So then it's k over... It's a pretty rare degree. I'm a pretty rare person for sure. I've been known to be in rare form too. It does happen. Okay. Oh, this is cool. And then, okay. We can pull a 2 out. So this is k over 8 root 2. And that's going to be negative 4, 5, negative 1. Nice. Awesome. Cool. Okay. So that right there is net force, but that's a vector. This homeboy wants a magnitude and a direction. Oh, cool. Expressed in unit vector form. Okay. Okay. So here's how you get it in unit vector form. This is asking a lot, Nicola. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to do this. Okay. This right here is not a unit vector because its length does not equal 1. All right, so in order to make it a unit vector, you have to divide it by its length, okay? So, so to make it a unit, we have to do minus 4, comma 5, comma minus 1, all divided by the magnitude of minus 4, comma 5, comma minus 1. This would equal the unit vector. Okay. Yeah. Well, the whole thing has to be divided by it. Magnitude equals square root of 42. Is that correct? Yeah, 16 plus 25 plus 1. Okay, yeah. So 4 squared plus 5 squared plus 1 squared. Yep, I believe that. Yep. So, and then 1/2. So this is equal to square root of 42. Okay. So the unit vector times this is equal to this. So now I replace this. Sorry, I'm sorry, Nicola. This is really bad. This is physics. So it's 8 square root of 2. And then it's the square root of 42. And then... Man, this is just a pain, dude. What? Why? So what? That's minus 4 over the square root of 42, comma 5 over the square root of 42, comma minus 1 over the square root of 42. So many 42s here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. So then... I think this is the magnitude then, right? Let me make sure that is. Let me get my calculator out. Let's see. 9 e to the 9 times the square root of 42. Right?
Nice.
Divided by 8 square root of 2. Cool. So that's 5.15 times 10 to the 9th. Okay. Brad, dude, Brad to the rad, dude. Thanks for the follow, dude. I speculate that the ball lightning is what the djinn is in Asian cultures. Oh, like the genie? And then you can say direction equals this. Okay. Nicola, there you go. I think that's it.
My man.
Let's see. Did he give you a solutions manual, Nicola, for this one? Not yet? Okay. Well, I think this is correct. I can throw it in ChatGPT real quick. Oh, sorry. Can I move the calculator? Yeah, sure. So here's what I'm gonna do. You want me to save this whole thing as a PDF for you, real quick? Or I can save it as an image. And then, are you in my Discord? Because that's the easiest way for me to like send it. Or do you have Discord, Nicola? Okay. What's up, Brad? I was gonna think, did you email me at some point, Nicola? Probably. Yeah, you probably did, right? I can just email it to you too, honestly. Nicola. Okay, there you go. Cool, I got you. Bro, please, man. Muhammad, what's up, dog? And then here, I'm going to send it to you from my Geodaxial education. I think my UCLA email still works, but... There you go. Automod cooked you? No, I'll allow it. What absolute ass numbers? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is fucking disgusting for numbers. You know what that tells me? It tells me like it's just poor test creation. All right, let's see. I ran this through ChatGPT. Let's see what they got. Oh, homeostasis? Yeah, what do you need with homeostasis? Okay. So, Nicola, they got -4, 5, -1, k over 8 square root of 2. Yes, that is what we got. Sorry, that's that. Magnitude, yeah, 5.15 times 10 to the -9. These are ugly numbers. Wow. Okay, good. We did it. Yay! Congratulations. We cooked. Oh man. Okay, you know what I'm gonna ask here? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. As a life sciences pre-med major, how much time do you estimate this would take me to complete on an exam? I want to see. Total roughly 12 to 15 minutes. I doubt that. Okay, so they say 10 to 15 minutes to do this question. So at max, he could ask 3 of these. It would still suck, though. Like, what? Especially with those numbers. Okay. Nice. That was... What question was that for you, Nicola? That was your second one. That was the first one you asked. Let me work through a couple of the other ones on the queue. There's not many actually in the queue right now, Nicola. But if you want to take like a 20-minute break or something, and then come back, I'll do the other question you asked. But let me help out like Sib and Zenith, and yeah, and then we'll come back and do yours. Yeah, I do teach. No. I teach sciences. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so for those that are watching us on like TikTok or YouTube, you're asking about homeostasis. If you go to www.actualdiscord.com, there's a website here that, whatever, just put your username. I don't care what you call yourself. And then if you can drag in a screenshot of a question that you have, like, so this could be a practice question for a test like Nicola did. Nicola just showed me, hey, my teacher said this is going to be on the test. Can you go through it? And we did. And that's the best way for me to teach you. And then you just hit upload, and I'll go over the question. Sig figs. Yeah, sig figs are cool. I have a video on it. If you want, Gio, if you go, or Jo, if you go to my TikTok actually. Yeah, just post it on the website, Brad. Yeah, post it on that website. That's the easiest way for it to be in the queue. I think I put a sticky on the help screenshots, but okay. For sig figs, I'm very sure I have a video on this. Where is it? Oh, I could have sworn I did one. Quadratics, log rules, rate constant, exponents, messy fractions. I swore I did sig figs. Here we go. Here it is. Yeah, I have a video on sig figs, dude. So if you just go to my main page there on TikTok, it's down there. It was 2023 3-8. Yeah, check it out. This video should kind of explain sig figs to you. If it doesn't make sense, come back to the website here and drop me a screenshot of a question that doesn't make sense to you, and I'll explain it to you. Where's the cube?
Nice.
This is the queue so far. This is the queue. Q art, thanks for the follow, dude. Are we close to 1900? What are we at? 1891. Ooh, we're close. 9 away from 1900. That would be so fun. The Q website is www.actualdiscord.com. But here, I'll do it for you right now. There it is, Brad. All right. I'm still waiting for Poison Mouse to come back, because I wanted to do his question. Okay. Nice. Let me do this one real quick for Zenith, just because it'll take 2 seconds, and then Sib, I'll do yours. Yours is a little bit more involved, Sib. I love it, though. It's a great question, and I want to go through it. But let me... I don't think Zenith has asked a question yet, so let me do this one real quick for them. And this will take 2 seconds. Okay, the second derivative. Cool. So, if f of x is equal to this, Zenith... algebraic geometry? That sounds advanced. I mean, are we talking about like 8th grade geometry or like 18th grade geometry? Alright, so in order to take the derivative, the first derivative here, Zenith, these are simple polynomials, like simple exponent things. And when you have simple exponents, all you need to do to take a derivative is take this exponent here and multiply it by the front and then drop the power by 1. Okay? So this is going to end up equaling -3 times 3, and then it's x to the 3 minus 1, x to the 2. Sum of angles in a triangle or multivectors. You can try giving me a question. I'll try it. Okay, then for this one, right, I'm going to take the -2. I'm going to multiply it out front and then drop it by 1. So that's going to be 4 times minus 2. And then here's the thing. Here's the trick. A lot of people think that this would drop to a minus 1. That's not correct. Negative 2 dropping by 1 drops to negative 3. It still has to go down. So this is going to be negative 3. Okay? First derivative. Second derivative, just do it again. So we're going to have all the same stuff. Except now, this has to come down. So this is going to become a 2. And then x is going to, the 2 is going to drop by a power, so x to the 1. You love my soundboard? Thank you. This one, again, comes out front. So that's going to be times minus 3. And then dropping down, that's going to be x to the minus 4. So we can simplify some stuff now. Negative 3 times 2 is going to be negative 18x. And then it's plus 4 times negative 2 times negative 3. So that's going to be plus 24. And that's going to be x to the minus 4. Very good, Chris. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then they want to evaluate at negative 2. So all I have to do is plug into here negative 2 to get f double prime at negative 2. Okay. So that's going to end up getting me 36 plus 24, negative 2 to the negative 4th. This is the same thing. Negative exponents is the same as inverting it and then making it a positive exponent. So this is going to be 1 over 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is 16. So this is going to be 36 plus 24 over 16. 24 over 16 is 1.5. So I think 37.5. Is that what we had before? I think it's 37.5. Yeah. How important is linear algebra for electrical engineering majors? Very important. Linear algebra is really great for solving big systems, which EE needs to work with. Okay. Cool. Good question, Zenith. All right, that was Zenith's. Let's go to the next one. This comes from Sibley. And Brad, I do see yours with the truth tables. I see it. So just letting you know, I see your question. What was my thesis about? Turbulence. That one looked like a question. Yeah, no, some of them are not too bad. Yeah, some of them are a little tough. We do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to scare people off. If you have a simple question, please ask it. Don't worry. A lot of this stuff is very advanced. And I enjoy the simple questions too. If you legitimately need to learn them. If you already know stuff, you should ask hard stuff to get better at it. But also, if you have simple stuff you want to learn, I'm happy to teach that. My major is plasma physics. Yeah, if anyone wants to, yeah, here you can go chew on my thesis if you want. There you go. Who's asking about this? Mustafa, you were asking about this in chat. I was gonna send you a link. There you go. That's my thesis. Electromagnetic turbulence and transport in increased beta LAPD plasmas. I had to write a lot of pages. I think I forget how many pages my thesis is. How do you get food at Wookiee? Oh, it was only 80 pages. Actually, this is pretty short for a thesis. Some theses are 200. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, it still sucked to write. Oh, how do you get good at applied calculus? You apply calculus is what you do. Yeah, you have to do questions with applied calculus, right? All right, Sib, let's do yours. This looks fun. I think we're going to do like Bio Savar here is what this looks like. So, I'm ready for a little bit of pain. This is fascinating. What's up, Q-Arts? Thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. We're getting closer. 1892. Will we hit 1900? Yeah, lock in. Dude, lock in, bro. Lock in and brush up on the algebra. Yeah. Do questions. That's the best way to do it. Okay, the design of a magneto-optical atom trap. That's fun. Requires a magnetic field B that is directly proportional to position X along an axis. Such a field perturbs the absorption of laser light in the atoms by... Okay. Let us just demonstrate that the anti-Helmholtz coils will provide the required field B equals Cx, where C is constant. Anti-Helmholtz coils consist of two identical circular wire coils, each with radius N and R N turns carrying current I in opposite directions. Oh, there's a figure here. Assume the centers of the coils are separated by a distance equal to R. Show that the magnetic field at a position X along the X-axis is equal to this. Wow. Very cool. All right, let me look up what like an anti-Helmholtz coil is. I think I kind of understand what it is. What app are you using? I use for TikTok. I'm literally using the TikTok app on desktop. They have a streaming app. Oh, okay. So this is an anti-Helmholtz coil. I see. Okay, so it's two coils that are running in opposite directions. Oh, and I think it creates something like this then. Is this physics 2? Yeah, it's kind of physics 2. I'd say it's a little bit advanced for just like physics 2. I mean, this is probably like maybe upper division physics 2. Yeah, the coil axes are parallel. I think so. It's physics. How's this optical? No, we're just saying that, so lasers, right? Lasers is, what does laser stand for? Something excited. Fuck. Sorry. It's like excited things. Light amplification, stimulated emission, radiation. There we go. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Right. Okay. Exactly. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So, yeah. Any sort of light is what's called electromagnetic radiation. And electromagnetic radiation, EM, can be influenced by electric and magnetic fields, right? So, yeah, no. It is long. Yeah, no. JC, you are correct, right? Because they're saying it provides some nice just B equals CX. But then this is not some like just nice CX. It's like some X to the squared to the minus 3/2. Yeah, it's nuts. Let me see. Did you, Sib? Is there a diagram I can see real quick? Just for like what the axes are. Because yeah, this is definitely not directly proportional. Or well, it is directly proportional. Okay, never mind. I take this back. Well, no, it's not. It's not linear, right? One sec. All right, cool. Let me just see like. Let me think about equations wise what we're gonna use for this. So, for a single loop, right? If I have a single loop, so B for a loop, And then I think we sum the magnetic fields, no? So let's say let me just magnetic. Yeah, it's not even linear, let alone directly. I agree. Magnetic field loop of current. It might be. I mean, so this is what you learn. So this is a pretty common derivation that comes about, okay? Which says that if you have a coil, right? This is like the side view, right? And it has current. It's going to create a magnetic field that has a Z component here, right? That points in the Z direction with this amount, right? Okay, so this is a. You should do this at some point. This comes from Biot-Savart, but I think we're just going to use it for now. Because then IDL. Yeah, so wait, if you integrate this, right, DBZ, you get mu naught I. DL is going to be 2 pi big R. And then it's R over 4 pi Z squared plus R squared to the 3/2. Oh, it has a diagram. Cool, let me see it. Okay. Oh. So this is the diagram. Which I feel like is it's kind of like this, right? Looks like this, right? Yeah. Okay. So in the Z direction, for a single coil, so this is going to be B for a loop, and then I think you have to multiply this by N. So you take this, substitute DL for this, and then you get mu naught Ni R squared all over 2, and then this is going to be Z squared plus R squared to the 3/2. And that's along the Z-axis, which they're calling the X-axis. They're calling this the X-axis. Sorry, what did JC say? JC said maybe the linearization was part B. I don't think so. Oh. Yes, it was. Sorry, okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Exactly. Okay. Sib sent me the rest of the question. And this makes sense. So watch this. Okay, so for part B, Femvox, right? It says, for small excursions from the origin, so where X is much less than R, show that the magnetic field reduces to something linear. Okay, so do we understand that, JC? So, the original question... Yeah, good intuition there, Fem. Is that this is the, like, the full-blown explicit form of the magnetic field in between. And then this is where we do the physics bastardry of just making approximations. And then it is approximately linear. You've seen problems like this before, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. Interesting but hard, yeah. You know, they said, interesting was never easy. That's what I always like to say. Interesting was never easy. Okay, so this is B for the loop, and then I think we gotta get clever because we're gonna replace Z here with X, right? Because their Z-axis is our like X-axis, right? So, yeah, let's see how this works. And then because they're anti, right? Their magnetic fields are they're gonna cancel each other out, right? So, okay, cool. We just have to get clever with like how we define Z here, right? So, this is the Z axis per se, right? Okay. So, and then, yeah. Okay, cool. So if this is the origin, 0, then this right here is Z is equal to X plus R over 2. And we remember, right, when you're writing functions, if you want to shift it over to the right, I'm going to have to replace this Z with X minus R over 2 to indicate that it's shifted to the right. This is the whole thing with functions, right? F of X and like F of X minus 4. This means like move it to the right 4. So, assuming this is the origin 0, right? I'm going to have this one, and then let's think how that works. Right, so this is going to create magnetic field pointing this way. So the right one creates positive magnetic field to the right. Yeah, X is on the, so X is on the Z axis. Yes, correct. All right. So B right is going to be equal to this whole thing, yeah? But now we're going to replace Z with X minus big R over 2. Squared. Yeah? And then look at the left one. So the left one, the current is going in this direction. So the magnetic field is going this way. So this one is going to be negative. So B left is going to equal all this. It's going to be negative, and this is going to be a plus R over 2. This is what I should be watching. Yeah, nice. You came through. Yeah, just let it absorb, dude. This is advanced. I will warn my TikTok users, if you're in like middle school or high school, this question we're going over is kind of an upper college physics class question, but if we answer all sorts of questions from every sort of grade, so don't feel intimidated. Do you have any suggestions for tutors like on Wizant or another platform? I tried one yesterday. It wasn't very helpful. I'm sorry. That sucks. I mean, I am on Wizant technically, but I'm not cheap. That's what I say. If you want to see my public profile, where's my public profile? Can I see my profile, please? Actualtutor.com. Yeah, this is back when I used to do stuff. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I am on Wizant, but because I'm so busy with everything else I do, like the streaming and then other teaching and stuff, I have to charge a lot to try to balance my time out. So $180 an hour, good lord. Yeah, I know. Los Angeles is not free. It's not very cheap at all. And bro, believe me, even with that rate, I break even in Los Angeles. I still struggle. Someone is rich. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So the students I teach on Wizant, yes, are very well off. They definitely come from upper income families. But to offset that, that's why I teach everyone here for free. It's kind of like a little like Robin Hood type thing, right? You know, I take from the rich people, I teach their whatever kids, and then I spend hours here just teaching for $0. How do you get better at tutoring? You tutor. I'll let you know. I did not start charging $180 an hour. I started charging $30. Because you have to charge a low amount to get clients, build reputation, build up skills, practice, and get good at teaching. And then the word gets out that you're awesome, so everyone starts trying to book you. So then you're like, okay, I have to raise my prices to try to like balance my time. And then that kind of backfires because when you start raising your prices, then people think you're worth even more. So then they try to book you even more. And then it becomes like this eventual S-curve where you reach a value that I'm comfortable giving my time out for that rate, and I don't get super slammed with getting booked. Yeah, it's Robinhood. It is definitely Robinhood, yeah. Yeah, then you make Absolute Bank. Yeah. Exactly. Yep, those are all good advice. Yeah. I would say, Nicola, you can ask the physics department, Nicola, by the way. They should have a list of tutors. So go to whoever the fucking admin person is at the physics building and ask them for, like, a list of tutors. And a lot of those are graduate students at UCLA in physics. And I think they're kind of vetted, so they're not going to be terrible. Also, they charge reasonable amounts because they're grad students, and they're used to not getting paid. And their healthcare is taken care of if they're grad students. I still pay fucking like $400 a month for healthcare. Like, you want to know why I charge $180 an hour? It's because my healthcare is $400 a month. I don't even fucking use it. Anyways, yeah, try that, Nicola. Yeah. All right, we're almost done with this question. And then, Nicola, I'll do your other one. So this is right. This is left. This one has magnetic field pointing this way. This one has magnetic field pointing this way. They cancel each other out. So then, the sum of the magnetic fields equals B right plus B left. Cool. And that equals all this garbage. Which, I don't know, is this going to simplify somehow? We got to get that, like, ugly-ass expression at the end. Is that all I have to do? Just simplify the fraction? It's kind of silly, right? What are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to eventually this. Okay. I'm teaching physics. This is physics. Usama, I assume is your name. Okay, but where the fuck is the 4 coming from? Oh, I see. Wait. Mu naught ni. Here's mu naught ni. Okay, so mu naught ni. I always like marking out, like, what do I have? I see. Oh, we're just gonna pull an R squared out, I think. Yeah, I believe so. Okay, yeah. Here's what we do. So take this 2. If you want to put this 2 inside of here, you have to raise it to the 3/2 power, which means you have to cube it and square root it. No, I don't want to do that. No. Okay, I see they have a 4 here. So what that tells me is I'm going to make this 4 over 4. I'm going to just multiply the top and bottom by 4 and 4, which is going to turn this into 8. Oh, and this is cool. Because watch. 8, right, is the same thing as 2 cubed. And when 2 cubed comes inside here, is that going to help me? I got to remember how this works. Yes, okay. When 2 cubed comes inside, you raise it to the 2/3 power. Right, okay. I think I remember this. So, this is university physics. Yeah, so 2 cubed is the same thing as 2 to the 2/3. No, wait. It's the same thing as, what to the 3/2? Fuck. Oh, it's the same thing as 2 squared to the 3/2, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, all right. From exponent rules, right? 2 exponent to an exponent, you would multiply these together, and that would get you 2 to the 3rd. So, I can rewrite 2 cubed as 2 squared to the 3/2. So that's 4 to the 3/2. Okay, now here's the beautiful thing. Now I can pull this inside. because they're both to the 3/2. Okay, so I'm gonna put a 4 here. I'm gonna also make this 4 to the 3/2, and then I'm gonna pull the 4 in. Okay, so this is gonna come inside. So now we have 4, which I think I want anyways. Do you see how I have a 4 plus this that's happening? Yeah, this is just a little bit of algebraic manipulation. You just force it to look like what you want it to look like. Okay. Okay, let's move this. I do teach chem. I teach a lot of chemistry, actually. Yeah, I like chemistry. If you have a question I want to go over, you want me to go over, sorry, there's a website, that actualdiscord.com/submit. Just submit a question there, and it'll get added to the queue, and I'll go through it. Yeah, the difficult switches are crazy. I agree. So, my hope in the future is to actually separate the days by difficulty levels. Like, for instance, Wednesdays at 3 is just middle school, and then, like, Wednesdays at 6 is college. But also, there is benefits to, even if you are way below this level and you're seeing this, you're at least getting exposed to it. And I like to show how even basic things, right? Exponent rules. You have to remember these in order to do high-level things. So if you're watching and whatever, like you don't understand Ampere's law or whatever for figuring out the magnetic field of a loop of current, you can at least still understand how to use exponent rules to move things inside nasty square roots. In this case, cubes of square roots. So you're still learning. Don't give up, is what I say. Yeah. All right. What if they see something as an actual knowledge barrier? I agree. That can be that, and that's why I try to always reiterate that. You know, wait, where did I lose my image now? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, I can always like try to go and explain those things. It's like little side lessons, but that's a great thing for someone to like submit as a question. Like, if you don't understand a certain thing as a barrier, then like give me a question and like I'll teach it to you. All right, the 4's gone. All right, so what are we left with here? Let's see what we got. So, do you think I need to expand this? That's so rude if I need to. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. This is more algebra tricks. We're getting really tricksy with all the algebra here. I'm gonna multiply this by 2 over 2. I'm gonna multiply this by 2 over 2. Again, even if you're in like middle school or like high school, these algebraic tricks are very useful. Not you, Sub. So all I'm doing is I'm multiplying the top and the bottom here, Sib, by 2. Because what that does is now I have all of these things being divided by 2. So I can pull out a 1/2 squared. Right? So now all of this can come out as a 1/2 squared, which is also equal to 4. 1 over 4. So this is all going to come out as over 4. This is also going to come out, right, as over 4. Okay, very cool. So now I have 2x minus r squared minus 4r squared all to the 3/2, all to the minus 3/2, minus 2x minus r squared, or sorry, plus r squared minus 4r squared to the minus 3/2. Okay, we're closer, right? The last thing they want to do, okay, they want us to pull out an r. Sure. Man, that's fucking ugly. Okay, fine. 4x squared plus r squared minus 8r. Or minus 4r, sorry. Minus 4xr. Minus 4r squared. You think I'm onto it? Yeah? Do you think I should have expanded this? Maybe I shouldn't have, actually. I don't think I want to. No, don't foil it. Yeah, he says don't do it. I agree. I agree. I agree. Oh, you're so good, Sib. The hardest math in the world at this point in time? Probably romance at this point. I mean, have you seen the birth rates? No. Apparently, it's very hard for people to find partners. That's a math equation. I feel like a short bus? No. Don't feel like a short bus. Don't. No. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's look at what we're trying to get to. I'm going to pull an R out. I need to pull an R out. I do. I just have to. So, if I factor out an R from here, or a 1 over R, right? No, I factor out an R. That's going to make this R squared. I feel like I'm on an even shorter bus. Oh my god, you guys. There you go. And then this is minus 1, right? We're going to get it. We are going to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to happen. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, ooh. Do you see I have an R squared in both of these? Now I can pull out an R squared to the negative 3/2, and that's going to pull out, right? Is that pull out an R cubed? I feel like it does. Wait, R squared. Yeah, it should pull out an R cubed. Ooh, I don't like that, though. Oh, yeah, wait. Whoa. Yes, I fucked up. This R squared is still here. Beautiful. Watch this. Watch this. This is about to blow y'all's minds. Okay. We're getting so close. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the R squared from both of these. So you have R squared to the minus 3/2. That's going to give me R to the negative 3. So that's going to be over R to the 3. Right, and then this no longer has an R squared on it. Yeah? Oh, I think we have it. I think this is it. Yeah, okay. So then we have this cancels with this. And I have 4 mu naught ni all over R bracket, and that's gonna be just wow. I'm mind blown, dude. I'm mind blown, dude. This is actually really cool how this worked out. Minus 4 all over the negative 3/2, minus 2x over R plus 1 squared minus 4 all to the negative 3/2. Yes. Wait, 1 minus... That shouldn't matter though, right, Femvox? 2x minus 1 squared doesn't matter about 1 minus 2x. It's the same thing, right? Because it's squared. Like, a minus b squared is the same thing as b minus a squared. These are the same. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. How does this? Yeah, Zohar. Yeah, this is wrong. Fuck. Fucking minus signs. Shit. Okay. I don't like the minus 4. Where did I screw up the minus 4? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know where we fucked up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, my bad. This was always z plus r squared. I don't know why I wrote z. You know what? I think this didn't copy this. Wow. So dumb. Okay, whatever. It's a plus. Yeah, because that r squared term, this should have always been a plus. I feel like I just vomited a rainbow of math. Look at all these colors, dude. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We get the same answer. Nice. Love it. Skittles physics, dude. We did some Skittle physics. Oh, shit. All right, that was cool, Sib. I appreciate you, too. Thank you, Sib. You get a coin, too, Sib. Sib. Are you doing more master? No, we didn't need to extract the minus sign. Yeah, no. You can't. I don't think you can extract the minus sign from here. You can't really do that. Yeah, never. No, because I screwed up. Well, I didn't screw up. The copy paste like screwed up. Yeah, this screwed up. Okay, cool. All right, that was a good question. Let me look at the queue. So that was Sibley's clear 3, clear 4. Nice. Okay, and then Nicola and then Brad. Cool. Nicola, you still here? To do this fun one? This looks so much fun. So much fun we're going on with this one. Nicola says, I'm here. Thanks for waiting. I feel like also, you know, you can vibe out and do other things well. It would be cool if I could set up like a notification system, you know? So that you know, like, when it's your question. I'm trying to think how I could do that. Maybe I could put, on the submission page. I'm just thinking out loud here. Not this. Where is it? We are going to do we're going to do more electrostacks. But I'm thinking maybe on this website, I could say, like, add your phone number. If you want to. Or some way that, and then I could say, like, ping me when my question's ready. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'll figure it out. But, yeah. Because, Nicola, you submitted your question, ooh, wow, almost 2 hours ago. Right? What time is it? 5:38. Yeah, 2 hours ago. So I really appreciate you staying around here for this. But, email. Okay, cool. Email. That's a good idea. Good. Sorry, let me write that down. That's actually a really good idea, Lucas. Yeah. Sorry, let me put this on my, that's a good thing. I'm always looking for, like, ways to improve websites and stuff. And, like, the flow of how this stream works. Also, cool thing is that then I could email you the solution. Like, that I could email basically, like, the whiteboard of what happened. I could ask for the Twitch Discord username and connect that to a ping in a Twitch chat. Yeah, but I don't know if they get the pings as, like, a notification. Like, I want them to be able to, like, go do other stuff. That's why I think a phone number would work, but I understand that people are probably either A, international, or B, don't want to give me their phone number. Then this would turn into, like, actual dating or something. I'd be like, look at all these phone numbers I got. Okay. Let's do this. For the charges shown, find the electric fields at points A, B, and C. Oh, fun. You're from Austria. That's cool. Fembox says it's a dipole. This is a dipole. That is true. So, do I have values for Q1, Q2? I don't, right? Does he just want to do this symbolically? Kind of a punk move by him, honestly. Yeah, you think so? Okay, cool. That's fine. We can do it. Because A and B will be nice because we're not going to have any Y components, right? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay. This is quite the softball compared to fucking the last question we did with you, right? What was it? This one? Yeah. This one was a lot more involved. This is kind of a softball. Love it, though. Okay. Okay, EA. So, E for point charges. Anti-Helmholtz. Yeah, that one was... Okay, E is equal to the sum of K, Q1, Q2 over R squared, right? So, in the case of situation A, that's going to equal to K. So the electric field due to the second one is to the right. So we're going to say K. Sorry, it's not K, Q1, Q2. Sorry, I'm fucking up. Sorry. This is what it is. I'm sorry. That was the force. There you go. QI. That's what I meant to say. 67? Where's 67 from? What? Who's saying 67 again? Okay, this is what it is. You sum up the K, Q, R squareds of where things are. So in this case, it's going to be K, Q2. And the electric field is going to point to the right. Yeah. So electric fields point away from positive things, so they point towards negative things, right? If you have an electric field that looks like this, right? This is the field. So in this case, Q2 creates an electric field at A pulling towards it. You can always think of also if you had a test charge that was positive, so you had like an imaginary positive charge, which way does it go? It should always go in the same direction as the electric field. So if I put a positive charge here, it should move this way due to this charge, and it should also move this way due to this charge. Okay, so that's KQ2 over, close. You got to convert this to meters. So KQ2 over 0.04 squared plus KQ1 over 0.06 squared. Bingo. Nice. That one's not bad, right? B, also not bad. So that electric field is going to point to the left from Q1, but it's going to point to the right from Q2, right? If you put a positive charge here, Nicola, it wants... excuse me, sorry. It wants to get pulled this way. So it's going to be a positive term from that one. Does it say they have the same charge? It just says Q1. Oh, you said they're a dipole, though. Ah, okay. So, if dipole... Does Q1 equal to Q2? Is that true, Femvox? Can you have a dipole from different charges? Eliminate X from the answer. Oh, rat. Wait. Sorry, rat. Sorry, you were saying. Oh, part B? Yeah. We can do part B later if we have time. I'm down to do part B. Yeah, part B was this one. It's probably just more fun algebra. Femvox loves the algebra. Okay. I'm just going to leave it as Q1 and Q2 for now, just because that's how he labeled it. But, Nicola, I think you can probably... Femvox is right. You can assume Q1 equals Q2. It's the definition of a dipole. Correct. So, that's going to be Q2. And then the distance that this one is from Q2 is now going to be 0.14 meters. So, this is 0.14 squared. And then it's getting pushed to the left from Q1. So, that's going to be minus KQ1. And then that's going to be over 0.04 squared. Derivatives. Those are things, yeah. Meezan, no Discord stream. My bandwidth was getting fucked, Meezan, so I had to cut the Discord one. I could try it again. Let me see. Y'all here, I'm gonna stream. But y'all tell me on whatever other platforms. If it starts dropping frames, I'm gonna kill Discord. Okay, part C. That's the hard one. Okay. At C, well, the magnitude is going to be the same, right? Because they both have a distance of 13. This is cool, actually. So watch this. Yeah, this is cool, Nicola. So, for instance, the electric field due to charge 2 is going to be equal to K Q2 5, 12, 13. Yeah, it's nice, right? KQ2 over 0.13 squared, and that's going to pull it. Well, here, let's just say the value of it. I'm not going to say the direction of it yet, all right? And then E1 is also going to be equal to K Q1 over 0.13. Oh, interesting, Femvox. This is also why we know Q1 equals Q2, because they say that these forces are the same magnitude, but they have opposite components in the y direction, so they cancel out equally to just get the x component. Okay, cool, Fem. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Q1 does equal to Q2. So actually, you could simplify this even further. This would just be equal to KQ, and then that's 1 over 0.04 squared plus 1 over 0.06 squared. Just do the math on like what those are as fractions. And then this would be KQ, and that's 1 over 0.14 squared minus 1 over 0.04 squared. Okay. Nice. Okay, so here's what happens. Because the distances, Nicola, are the same, that means the strength of the force, the magnitude of it, is also the same. So the strength of this force is the same as the strength of this force. Now, here's what's interesting. This one is going to pull things towards it. And so that's why they draw E2 here as doing this. Okay? E1, however, is going to push things away. Why not write 0.4? Because it's 4 centimeters, so that's 0.04 Liarthi. So here's what happens here. Because these are the same length, and this makes a triangle. Also, I'm assuming, yeah, if this is isosceles, right, then these angles have to be the same. So this thing here can be broken up into components, where you have like an x component of it. Actualdiscord.com. That's the website if you want to submit. It's down there. Whatever the link is right there. This is physics. So these y components are going to cancel out. Okay? So I don't even care about this, right? Does that make sense, Nicola? Why the y component from Q2 cancels out the y component from Q1 for the electric field? I use groupworld.net. I've been with them for probably 10 plus years. I'm sure they're like outdated and old, but they just work. So I don't switch. What's a pound foot? Yeah, seriously. Okay, so the y components cancel. And all I really care about, so this is the entire thing. All I really care about is the x component from each, right? So the x component for this one's going to pull it to the right. The x component from this one's going to pull it to the right. So at C, the x component of this, right, is going to be equal to E cosine of theta. Can I explain it? Sure. Okay. Let me think. I want to do this. Okay. These have the same charge. So the magnitude of the arrows, so the length of the arrows is the same, okay? This one is pushing it up and to the right. This one is pulling it down and to the right. Okay? if I wanted to figure out what the components actually were for each one, okay? So for instance, this would be, this right here would be E1Y. Let me use different colors, sorry, so it makes sense. So this would be E1Y. And this right here would be E1X, okay? If I want to figure out how this thing breaks up into different components, I can recognize that the X component and the Y component make a 90-degree angle with each other. So this forms a right triangle. And with right triangles, now I can use trig functions, where I'm going to call this angle theta, okay? So E1X, and then this is E1, right? Magnitude E1. So E1, or let's do the Y components first. E1Y is equal to E1 sine of theta, okay? And that's in the positive direction. It's pointing up. Here, we have E2Y. So E2 points down and to the right, so it has down components and right components. Its down component, okay, is going to be equal to negative E2 sine theta. If you want to see why that is, okay. Again, this makes a right angle. This is theta. And then by something you learned in, I want to say 8th grade. Remember if you have like parallel lines and you have a transversal? That like this angle is equal to this angle. This is called opposite interior angles. So what happens is this angle here is equal to this angle here. And that's why this is opposite. So E2 sine theta gets me this E2y. Does that make sense so far? Great. Okay, cool. And then the cool thing is, because this length and this length are the same, this is an isosceles triangle. And isosceles triangles have the same angle here and here. So this angle equals this angle. So that means this angle equals this angle. So this equals this. And so the y component of E2 cancels out with the y component for E1. These all go away. Okay, so y component's gone. All I care about is the x component. And that's the same. It just contributes. So, my electric field is now going to point in the x direction, and that's equal to E cosine theta. But that's going to be equal to 2 times E cosine theta. Because I have an x component from E1, I have an x component from E2, and also E2 equals E1. So technically, EX is equal to, let me just write it out. It's equal to E2 cosine theta plus E1 cosine theta. But because figuring out the magnitude of E is the same, this is 2E cosine theta, where this is E. So we can say 2K Q over 0.13 squared. And then cosine theta, this is cool. To get cosine of theta, Fenvox pointed this out, right? If this is an isosceles triangle, and this is 10, that tells me that this distance right here is 5. And this is a very important triangle. This is called a Pythagorean triple, because it's a 5, 12, 13. So cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's going to be 5 over 13. So then this is 5 over 13. And then this is it. That's it for the electric field of part C. Yeah. Does that make sense, where that comes from? It's a little tricky. There's a lot of like little steps you have to remember. Like there's some cute little geometry tricks. And this is why I tell everyone who's watching this, if again, this is college level physics. You may not be in college. You may not be taking physics. But maybe you've had to deal with Pythagorean theorem. Maybe you've had to deal with trig functions. Maybe you've had to deal with angles and components. These all are tools that you need in order to solve this stuff. So I always try to like reiterate the tools so that you have them when you need them. Yeah, so Nicola, this whole length here was 10. So half of that length is going to be 5. Especially if this is equal to this, then this has to like bisect it. The triangles are everything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Right, nice. Good question. The triangles are everything.
Well done! Well done!
All right, Nicola, I'm going to email this one to you as well. And then Brad, I think you're up next, Brad. Yeah, half of being good at physics with problems like this is being able to work with triangles. 100%. That's why, you know, I don't know. You get to points when you're teaching, like geometry, you're teaching pre-calculus, and students will always tell me like, well, when do I need to do this? When will I ever need to use this? Who fucking cares? Blah, 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 blah. And then I say, well, it comes up in other classes. So you need to learn it in this class to do it in the other class. So don't ignore your math teacher when they say, we need you to learn trig stuff, because it gets used so much in physics. And circling back to the beginning of my whole stream, when Ramiro was on with us talking about how he wants to get his trucker's license, his CDL. He doesn't know if he wants to be a trucker full time, but he's like, but I want to get the license so that I have options. It's kind of similar here. You want to learn math stuff so that you have options later in life to do things that require math. You may not like dealing with pure math right now, but then when you get to, let's say, a physics class and you want to take physics, you're going to really appreciate the effort you put in if you understand the math. They're pretty bad. Cool. Keep sending them. Brad, I'm going to do yours next. Just another quick tangent on this, because I was at an event last night. It was a Burning Man birthday party thing. And I met a guy there. His name was Tony, who just quit working at SpaceX. So SpaceX is like Elon Musk's rocket company. And he'd been there for like 5-6 years. And the reason why he was quitting is because he needed to go back to school to go learn, like, he wanted to go get his master's in engineering. So he got hired into SpaceX having no formal degree in engineering. And so he taught himself a lot of stuff. He was telling me, it's a really cool story, this guy. He was telling me that like he taught a lot of his stuff like along the way, which I think is a great way to learn. Like on the job, you learn all the tools you need to do stuff. But he said he came to the realization that he was plateauing, and there were things that he couldn't get to because he didn't have the foundation of a formal education, a formal degree in math, engineering, physics, whatever, in order to do the next step. And he said they were yelling at him not to leave. They're like, please don't leave. We need you. Like, you're the best in whatever field, blah, blah, blah. But he told himself, he's like, but I'm restricting myself. I can't go further into things until I go learn these fundamentals that I never did in college. And I told him, I was like, well, why don't you just do like night school? Why didn't you do school as well as working at SpaceX? Because that's a really nice job at SpaceX. Like, you just quit. That's a lot of money. And he told me that at SpaceX, they were working him 70 hours a week. So there was literally no time for him to go to school and like learn things. He said he tried, but he just couldn't. And so I know I admire the guy. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to leave a $200,000 plus job because you want to go back to school and learn enough math to go do more things. That's really dope. Yeah, well, Fembox, yeah, the problem is like he couldn't study independently. He was trying to and he couldn't, because at SpaceX their motto is like work hard, like play harder, but like they're nuts, dude. It's almost like a cult at SpaceX. You have to be crazy to work there, and they self-select for crazy people. I don't say like crazy, but like crazy passionate people, I guess. All right, we're gonna do some truth tables. I love this. I love logic. I was actually just teaching logic the other day, Brad. The guy is smart. He is. He's a very smart guy. Yeah, he's a very cool guy. I showed him my stream actually yesterday. I was at the party. I was like, oh, here's what I do. He's like, wow, that's really cool. So Tony, if you're watching, I had a great time with you last night. It was fun. Thanks for the chocolate. All right. Given 3 logical statements, construct truth tables for each of the following to determine whether any 2 of them are equivalent. Okay, very cool. Exactly, Fem. Yeah. I don't know. You just buy like really expensive liquor to like drown your sorrow. Yeah. Yeah. What's the point of the money if you can't spend it? All right. So whenever this happens, Brad, I always like to assign variables to certain things. So let's say anxiety. So I'm gonna call anxiety A. So we're gonna say feels anxiety. And then we're gonna say score less than expected is S. Okay. So what this tells me, this sentence, if a student feels anxiety, then their score may be less than expected. Or it may be. Oh, wow. Because that's not A implies S, is it? Because it's not definitive. Correct. Yeah, good, Shantrix. You definitely can, yeah. So if the score is not less than expected, then the student did not feel anxiety. If the student does not feel anxiety, then this... Okay, cool. So let's write out what these things are. Okay. So A feels anxiety. S is score less than expected. So if a student feels anxiety, his score may be less than expected. This is a bullshit statement. What? This is like A implies S or not S. Does that make sense, Brad? Like, if you feel anxiety, you could have either scored less than you expected, or you could have not have, and it's an or statement. You can't do both, right? You can't score less and not score less. Kind of. Okay. Does this make sense, Brad? At least, right? Also, let me know if this is the notation you use. So I would say like S or not S. Okay. Yeah. So this doesn't actually really tell me anything. Right? This is the equivalent, Brad, to saying like, if I flip a coin, I may get heads or I may get tails. It's like, duh, like something has to happen. Yeah. Okay, but let's look at statement B. Okay, so I don't know, I feel like this one doesn't tell me anything. Yeah. Oh, if we want the truth table, let's do the truth table for it. Let's do the truth table. So the truth sorry, this is A, and then this is S. So the truth table is, if it's 1, it's 0 or 1? How does this work for a truth table? Wait, what? Usually like 0 is no and 1 is yes. Right? Okay, maybe let me look at the other ones first, and then I think I know. True and false. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, here's what it is. Sorry. Yeah. So it's all the possibilities. So you can have 0, 1, 0, 0. You can have 1, 1, and 1, 0. Okay, dope. Okay. So, and then this is like whether that's true. So these are all true then, right? Any of this could happen. Is that what we call like a truth table, I think? Yeah. No, I don't think we ignore may, do we? Let me look what this is. Let me see. Ignore. Okay. Anubin says, if anxiety, then score less. True. But does that also mean if anxiety? Oh. I think I understand what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, let's just build out the truth table for 8S, and then let's build out what the statements are. The maybe is throwing me off. I agree. I think we ignore it. Oh, wait. Dude, what is this? Okay, so it has to do... Is this propositional logic or modal logic? Okay, maybe we just ignore it. I'm gonna say fuck the may. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just say A implies S. I mean, it isn't just true for all then. May just means there's a possibility, and there's certainly a possibility. Yeah, I don't understand what we're supposed to do with this first statement. Let's maybe just look at the second one. Okay. Oop. So we're confused what this is. Okay. If the test score is not less than expected, so not less than expected, then the student did not feel anxiety. Okay. So if... So this is weird because it's like the past tense. Sorry, wait. If... Dude, what is this may shit, dude? They need to stop with this. If the student does not feel anxiety when taking the test, then the score may not be less than expected. This is more of an English homework than a logic homework. I agree, dude. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is why I hate English language arts, yeah. Okay. I think this one, forget the was and whatever, the past tense. This one right here, I think is not S, implies not A, right? If the student does not feel anxiety, and let's just ignore the may. Let's just ignore it. I'm just ignoring it. Because this is A implies S. And then this is does not feel anxiety, so not A. Not S. Yeah. Just make your green screen black and then you'll be a head surrounded by gold. That would be funny. When I wear a green shirt, it is funny actually. Yeah, my body does just disappear. This is an applied math course. Okay. All right, let's just see. Okay, so here we have bro, the teacher makes us respond for assignments like, how are you feeling after watching the lecture? Dude, what? Oh my god. How did it make you feel? They try to turn math into a soft science, dude. What are they doing? I mean, I'm not gonna be like, you know, the fuck your feelings camp, but math really doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't. I'm sorry. A and B. Okay, well, let's see. And this is not A. Implies like not S. Okay, let's see. A implies S. Well, this is still true. This is still true. This is true. This is false. Right? A implies S means that if A was true, S should have been true. Oh, good. Oh, Femvox says they're contrapositives. Okay. Not S implies not A. So does 0 imply 1? That could be true. Does 1 imply 1? That is true. Does 0 imply 0? Sure. And then does 1 imply 0? No, that's false. Okay. Then this one. Does 1 imply 0? No, that's false. Does 1 imply 1? That's true. Does 0 imply 0? That's true. Does 0 imply 1? That's true. Oh, very cool. Yeah, these are logic. This is logic. Well, apparently it's applied math. I guess. Logic, technically. Okay. Nice. Okay, great. So these two statements are the same, right? A and B? Yeah. This is good. This is what Femvox says. Contrapositives? No, A and B are true, right? Yeah, cool. Oh, they're contrapositives of each other. Yes. Yes. Right, okay. Right. A implies S is the same thing as not S implies A. It implies not A. Yeah, this is proof by contrapositive. These are really cool, actually. So, what are they called again? There's a name for these things, right? Logic, proofs. Man, it's like contrapositive. There's a bunch of them. De Morgan's does it too. This is what I wanted. This is it. This is what I wanted. Tautologies. Yeah, that's the name of it. Thank you. They're called logic gates. Okay, cool. Yeah, these are fun, right? So, if P then Q, cool. This is if Q then P. So this is the converse of the conditional. This is the inverse. And then this is the contrapositive. And I believe these two are equivalent, right? And then I think these two are equivalent. Yeah. Yeah, so if you do the truth tables, these two are equivalent, and then these two are equivalent. Or just do De Morgan's. Yeah, De Morgan's is also really good. Yeah, no, you're totally right. And that's this. Yes, there we go. So then this is De Morgan's. Which is, it's kind of like, I see why it's kind of math. Because you're distributing the negation. Oh, true. Yeah. But wait, can't you write a conditional as an and statement? Isn't P implies Q the same thing as P and Q? No. Yeah, not for if-thens. Okay, never mind. That's it. No. Okay, but this is De Morgan's. This is also cool. Oh, you can actually. Oh, okay. I forget how you do it, but it's cool. All right. Brad, does that help you out at least? I think the main thing we came up with is that you needed to get rid of these fucking mays. Like, those are not right. In order to solve this. And then this is like the truth table for it. Yes? Okay, great. Awesome. Good. Glad it makes sense. Brad. Sick, Brad. Okay, I have like 10 more minutes before I have to go. So let's see what else is on the queue. Oh wow, the queue got big all of a sudden. It's 7 questions in the queue. Holy shit, what? No, there should be only 3, right? Oh, Nicola just keeps funning. Oh, Nicola, you sent me more fun ones. Okay, cool. Let me see. Okay. So we just did Brad's. I'm gonna clear Brad's off. Cool. Let me see. What did Sitabashi send me? Oh, Nicola, these are great too. Here, let me do this one, Sitabashi, because yeah, yours is not bad. And then Nicola, 5 time, I'll do one of your other ones. If you do hire me, please. Oh wait, sorry. Let me read through stuff. Yes, I can definitely post it. Let me post it in the Discord thread for you. Sorry, Brad. It's gonna be in the stage chat, Brad. I'll tag you. Okay. Gold, you need to start an online tutoring empire. I mean, that is the plan eventually. I want to expand this nonprofit. I mean, again, if someone gave me $100,000 tomorrow, I would instantly start hiring other people to just start streaming free tutoring. Because I think we already have a system that works. And it obviously like reaches people. It's just scale. So I would get an office. I would get a content house. That's what I'd do. I'd get a content house. I'd set up a bunch of streaming rigs. I'd invite all you guys who want to stream like free tutoring to come to the streaming house to stream. And then, I don't know, I'd pay enough for you guys to live. And then that would be great, right? Cool. Come back tomorrow, Nicola. Yeah, we will be on tomorrow. Nicola, you know our schedule, right? So if you go to, where is it? Yeah, here. If you go to this website, and you type it, click here on the streaming schedule. This has our live schedule of when we stream. So Zach's going to do some software development tomorrow morning, but we'll be on again same time, 3 to 5. So this is the best way to figure out when we're streaming. Yes. Your old math teacher from middle school ran the first call-in math-based TV channel? Wow. See, that would be cool. Yeah, 3 to 5. My time zone is Pacific. If you click on that link on the calendar, it should show it in your time zone. Sorry, there it is. All right, let me help you out. Excidibashi. Luna, if you want to submit your question, down there, actualdiscord.com/submit. Nice, cool, Exhibit. Well, I'm glad to help you out here. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a link under the whiteboard. Okay, because TikTok won't let me actually post links. They get mad. I would just post the link here in my description, but I can't. It's also the link on my profile. If you go to my TikTok profile, it's the first link there. That link they allow me to post. Okay, graph the velocity. Okay, so Excidibashi, velocity is always the slope of position, okay? I like what they did here with what we say like key time points. Because these are times that the velocity is doing something weird. Or it's changing or something. Okay, so here we go. Let's just do it. And then I'm going to draw some dashed lines. So we can kind of see where that is. So let's do that. That's TA. That's TB. Sorry. TC. TD. TE. TF. Okay. And this is a graph of velocity. All right. So key thing here. Velocity is technically defined as dx dt. This is the calculus way. It's also as delta x over delta t, which is also the slope of x versus t graph. So let's look at what the slope is. All right. So here, it looks like the slope is 0. All right. So since the slope looks like it's 0, I'm going to put a 0 here. So the value of the slope is what goes here. Yeah, TikTok doesn't let you write the link, unfortunately. They don't like links being posted in chat. Wonder why. Derivatives geometrically, you look at the tangent line, Rat. So here, I look at like where it looks like the graph is going. The graph looks like it's going this way. This is a positive slope, okay? So I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, that's a pretty positive slope. So I'm gonna put a positive value here for the velocity. Here, it looks like it's kind of the same as well. I don't really notice a difference, right? So that's probably also the same positive value. Here, however, okay, it looks like it's starting to decrease a little bit in slope. So I'm going to put a little decrease thing here. It's getting less steep. And then here, I assume they're saying the slope is flat. And if the slope is flat, that means the slope value is 0. So that's the velocity there. And then here, it's going to be negative. It is a guesstimation, 100%. And then here, it's 0 again. Right, it's flat. Okay? So then you just connect the dots. And usually velocity graphs are straight lines. Otherwise, the acceleration is changing. So you can just do something like this. And that should be what it is. Does that make sense? I mean, the whole tangent line thing is sometimes kind of tricky for students to grasp their head around. But I always like to think about, just think about like, where is the particle going? Like if I were to like launch it. Like here, the particle looks like it's going that way. So yes, looks like it's going that way. Looks like it's going that way. Looks like it's going that way. Down, and then it's flat. Why is TC decreasing? Okay, so the slope at TC, I think, is less than the slope at TB. I think this and this are slightly different slopes. I think this is like, let's say like this is a slope of like 5. I think this is like a slope of like 4.3. So as things are increasing, the slopes are big. As things are not increasing as much, or not increasing, sorry. When things are increasing really quickly, you have very large slopes. You have very large velocities. If the position is not increasing that fast, then the velocity is less. And the slope is less. But again, this is kind of doing it by eye. I don't understand why it's definitely not a straight line. This has some curve to it. It looks like it has some curve to it. Head and tail method, yeah, maybe that works. Yeah, it's hard to see here. I think this is slightly less than this. I think this is equal to this. But the key thing I know, Exitabashi, is that the slope has to go from being positive to being 0. So in between, the slope has to decrease. Because it's continuous, too. Notice how this function doesn't have any jumps or anything. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. Great question, Exitabashi. Thanks for it. Okay, I'm going to close out the stream because I got to go teach another student. So thanks for coming by, guys. All right, thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education Office Hours. Really appreciate all the questions. You guys are awesome. Nice. Yes, very welcome. Oh, sorry. Do we need the acceleration? Oh, let me do it real quick. Sorry. Let me do it. It'll take 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Sorry, I didn't see there was 2 parts. Urgh. 1 sec. Thank you, Ryan Gosling. Yes, love you guys. 1 sec. Let me do this real quick for him. Okay. Acceleration is equal to delta V, delta T. So that's just equal to the slope of V versus T. So look at what the slope is here, right? So here, let me copy these down. 1 sec. You were so right. I didn't read the whole question. My bad. I need lines. Wow, bits. Thanks, Rosa. Any tips for taking the SAT? Ooh, I have a whole series of videos on... So the SAT is a really kind of painful exam because it doesn't really test how good you are at math. It tests like how many tricks you know. and it also tests like how many practice problems you've done. But I have some videos on like some good tricks that I know about it. Study hard. I'm gonna show you the video in just a second. 720 math, that's great. Yeah, you just need to know a little bit more of the tricks to do it quicker then. Okay, so let's look here, Exitabashi. So I want to think about what the slope. I want to think about what the slope of this is. That's kind of funny. So looking here, I'm going to assume this is kind of like positive like this, I guess. It looks like the slope is positive, and then eventually the slope kind of goes to 0. So for acceleration, that's going to be a positive thing here. Then it's going to go to 0. I think in between, what do we say? In between like B and C? Yeah, in between A and B, it kind of like goes to 0. And then here it's negative. And then it continues being negative. Right? Actually, it just keeps continuing being negative. Just keeps going. And then eventually the slope is positive. Wow, thanks for the $1, dude. 50 bits and $1? Ooh, we're eating good tonight. Thank you, Roy. So, Exitabashi, let me know if that makes sense to you. You just look at what the slope of this thing is. Which, this looks like positive slope. This looks like 0 slope. This all looks like negative slope. This looks like positive slope again. Yes. And then, here, let me get the thing for Roar, because you did donate. I really appreciate you donating. And then I'm going to close the stream out again. So, SAT. Here we go. Speed running the SAT fast. So this right here is a video I have of we get ads now. I love this. We get ads. I get ads on my own page because I'm finally monetized on YouTube. But there you go. That's what I think are like some good tricks to know how to get through questions quickly on the SAT. More bits, dude. Thank you, dude. You're concerned about English. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't really know much about the English section. I'm a math guy. The English section is a fucking toss-up. I would say read more. There probably do more practice questions, and I know there's a strat between reading the questions first and then reading the passage. I've heard that before. Yeah. Or like they have things where it's like learn all the books and stuff. Don't be terrified. You got it.
My man.
Maybe do some more practice. Do practice tests. Practice tests, and then if you're seeing a certain area that you're really weak in, honestly, like try asking ChatGPT, being like, because I think they break down what sections you're getting things wrong in, right? The PSAT. Oh, good luck with the PSAT. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, for sure. Dear God, what's up, Heisel? Do you connect the acceleration lines? You do not, Exitabashi. No, these are these lines here, Exitabashi, they're discontinuous. You don't connect these. I mean, maybe you could, but usually you don't, right? Because you can't have things changing instantaneously. I don't think you connect the lines. I don't connect the lines. Yeah, you're taking in June. You have forever to practice. Lots of practice. Nice. No, you're not delusional. I got a 1420. I only took it once. So, no, you can totally do it. I think I got a 720 in math as well, and a 700 on the English. I could have gotten better on the math, but whatever. I didn't really need to take it for college. Okay, I'm actually going to close the stream out. Ryan Gosling is back. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for all the questions. You guys are great. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow. That'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Come on by. Get help with your math and science. If you're just finding us, double the Gosling. If you're just finding us now, Rora, this website right here has like links to our Discord, also has links to our calendar, so you can figure out whenever we're streaming. If you ever want to like submit a question, I'm happy to go over it. It'll help you guys out. Good night, Ryan Gosling. Okay, cool. We're gonna go raid somebody. So let's see who else is streaming math and science today. Looks like Merriweather is. I do like Merriweather. Go say hi to Merriweather. He's doing linear time invariant series. Sick. Cool. All right. I gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.